I am the one who gave more of the against it argument. Because every time she said something, it was more of, okay, but wait, hold on.
Well, that's the thing, but like, I don't know. I mean, fucking Logan paid the because for me, like, I traded in most of my hanger to get the ship. Um, but even trading in most of my hanger, I was still like $100 short. And Logan was like, "Happy birthday, babe! I'll buy it for you." And I was like, "I have so much other shit I could do with that like $100." And he was like, "I forbid you from spending this money on anything other than Star Citizen." I was like,
Look,
"All right."
damn it.
Twist my arm about it, I guess. But like, but
No.
I don't know. I was the same thing I was telling between like it's the kind of thing I would tell the Catnip, except Catnip has a fucking vendetta against Star Citizen, so you can't really talk to him about it. But the idea is just that, like, man, I've been playing this game for like 5 or 6 years, and yeah, it's been bad the whole time in different ways. It's been buggy, but like, holy fuck, can I see the vision now? Like, especially in the past year and a half, 2 years,
The vision is
how
definitely
rapidly
resolving
it's getting
itself.
better. That I am like now, I'm like, dude, I've had such a good time with this game that for 5 years because and I never paid anything. Everything I have in Star Citizen was all gifts to me. But it's like if I had spent the $45 to buy the game initially, and that
Oof.
was all I spent, there's no live service, there's no battle passes, there's no subscriptions. It's just been $45 was the cost of entry, and I've enjoyed it this much for 5 years. Like, fucking okay, yeah, I could buy a ship. I don't mind. It's great.
What, you don't like the battle passes? You want a
I just
battle
think they're
pass?
predatory.
They are.
I think that's
That's
what
the
blew my
whole point.
mind is Catnip was saying like how predatory the game is, and he is right. I am not saying the Catnip is wrong. I just think that for me, it's like the amount of fun is just a bigger factor for me of how predatory it is, you know. But man was right the whole time.
Mm.
You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole.
You're not wrong. I'm just not going to agree with you.
You say nothing, I
See,
can't argue. God.
see, for me, it was unfortunately a case of I had the money, and like even spending on it, I'm still in a pretty good financial situation. It would prevent me from doing what I've been doing lately of, well, I don't really want to play even though my friends are playing because I know that I'm going to just be grinding for the rest of my life with nothing that I enjoy, like super enjoy flying. So it's just going to be miserable the whole time until I eventually get something. And even then I won't be able to make money with that. So getting anything else is going to be a nightmare.
You have a great time with it last night.
I had an absolutely great time. I love the ship so much. And also doing that was a safe way to put safe pressure on myself to start getting more stuff done. You know,
Let's go.
get more work
I,
done.
Well,
I
thanks.
do know what you mean. I know what you mean. That's one of the reasons that, suddenly having the condo all to myself and having to pay for it all by myself, I'm finding has been key to productivity because before there were times where I could for sure be like, this XYZ will be covered later. It'll be okay. And now it's like, no, it won't. Like,
Mm.
it will not be covered
Yeah.
later. So it's been good for productivity.
Yeah. And so that was my logic on it was it's good. It gets me back to playing the game with friends and probably playing a lot more than I otherwise would have. And it's relatively safe pressure to get stuff done.
Well,
So I did
maybe
it.
later on, next time you play, I'll do it. You'll have both of those cannons, man. Because seeing that thing with both dual Medusas firing off,
Boom. Is
Man, I'm gonna have
I
to
think they're
re-download Star
that and
Citizen.
also
Yeah,
are they
it
size?
actually,
yeah.
the game's optimized now.
Is
Are they
it?
Also,
size
it
6 or
is
size 7 cannons? Remind
they're
me.
size 7s.
Size
So
And
7.
they,
also we've found that engineering definitely is not required for that thing. You can 100%. I could probably solo stuff if I wanted to, but having just 2 people and 1 person just sitting on the turret, that's good enough.
to
Yeah,
answer the thought, Miri, they overhauled the entire in-game inventory system, and it just works now.
It's good, Miri. It's so
That
good.
sounds so much
It's so
better.
good. And it's way more optimized. And in regards to ship stuff, you can actually like divert shields to a particular direction now.
You always could. You've never owned a ship that could. You always had bubble shield
Oh.
ships. Quadrant
Well then.
shield ships are size 2 shield generators and up, and they
Never
have
mind then.
shield facings.
But regardless, it's
You
so
were
much
just
more
poor.
optimized.
That's okay.
I'm still poor, but I have a big ship now forever.
But imagine though, like how disgusting it would be if your little Talon, your ultra stealth Talon, could just have full shields facing forward. Because it wouldn't matter. Like, no one's ever going to hit you on your side. No one's allowed to look at your side. You're in a Talon. Hell, they're not even allowed to look at you until you decide to let them.
Yeah. Also, I
Talon
had
is
to
so good.
teach Ko how to use the big turrets.
Jeez.
Ko,
Ko?
where's the lock on? I don't see the little circle.
I'm used to manually aiming. I'm not used to this. Oh yeah, there's a giant green circle that you can't see when you're zoomed in, by the way. You
Mhm.
have to unzoom.
It's
Huh?
because when you're zoomed in, it auto aims at whatever you're looking at.
Goes like, I prefer to crush my balls.
It's called the zoom in isn't zoom. It's called precision mode. It's how you sub target components on a ship.
Yeah, I was precision moding a lot of that at first, and then I
Hear me.
stopped, and it was just, oh.
Mm,
Oh, I should
Ooh.
change to Ushas, shouldn't I?
yeah.
On my Fugi.
Who is this
I'm on
creature?
creature. I'm on my
Cole.
starting soon screen.
Look for a head gun.
Ko also never flew in or I don't think he's ridden in a turret since he had gotten his Buccaneer. So now he doesn't have the Buccaneer, obviously. But it's not.
I didn't even have it. I lost it because the game randomly removed it from me, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Still pissed about that.
Meh.
I told everybody before we started playing that it was a possibility.
I knew it was a possibility. I had 4 ships and it took the buck. It's the only ship I've lost.
Yeah, we had a good time in those arrows. I remember we bought a couple of arrows in Nyx and was winging around. Because I remember trying to convince you. Well, not trying to convince you, but like, what was it? We were talking about your play style because you kept brawling in the Buccaneer, and I was trying to tell you like, fly something good at it. Let's fly the arrow. And if I recall, you had a great time in it. Like, it was fun. I love that arrow.
I enjoyed both. It's just they then changed how space combat worked, and everything I've heard is, oh, you're solo and light fighter, get fucked, loser.
What, these days?
Yeah. After they changed how the armaments worked.
Uh, I mean, yes and no. You're in a light fighter. Like, there's no gun a light fighter can equip that should be able to penetrate an Idris's hull, right? But it's not as bad as what people are saying. The only thing that's bad is that the meta used to be light fighter CF repeaters, which were like super low damage but super fast fire rate, right? Now that doesn't work. You can no longer pepper up an enemy with 22 LR rounds and pretend you're going to do any damage. You're gonna need to, if you want to do big damage to a big ship, you're gonna have to bring big guns, and a light fighter can carry them. You're just gonna be using size 3, size 4 cannons instead of size 3, size 4 laser repeaters.
Well, the arrow immediately loses all value to me because it's all tier 1s and 2s.
As I said, I
The
think
buck?
it's like size 1, size 2, size 3 duos, I think. Like, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, the buck at least has a tier 4, so I'm probably going back to the buck.
I think so Pitbull, Drake Interstellar, not the rapper. Drake Interstellar during DefenseCon this past week released the Pitbull, and it's a snub fighter. It doesn't have a quantum drive. It looks like a little fat bumblebee, and I think it has as much firepower as the arrow does. I think it's like 4 size 2 guns and 2 size 3 guns.
You're a size 3 gun.
Certainly part of me.
Ooh, woo.
Finger guns.
I keep forgetting I have it set so that I can hear my own loading music. And it just randomly pops in every once in a while, and it's just like, where the fuck did you come from?
You got that monitor going? Nothing wrong with it. But it's already dead.
He drives bird.
I'm
Let's
getting my
see.
stream started. Hello.
Nice.
Also, hi, Jacob.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I had to make sure I had water and everything.
Yeah, no, please make sure you have water and stuff.
Feeling a little under the water, so I might get a little
Consume
more
sippy.
Okay.
Oh no.
Bah.
This isn't what I thought it was, but you know what? It smells pretty great. I bought a bar of deodorant today.
Yeah.
No,
First time.
fresh. Yeah, first time. No, I grabbed the color that I always grabbed, but apparently it's not. And this is black vanilla, orange, and sandalwood. What the hell? But I'm telling you,
Sandalwood is
It's mar-
delicious.
this is marvelous. It was just sitting on my
I heard-
desk and I was putting it away, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I heard deodorant makes you gay.
Kick Spendy.
I mean, it did the trick. I can't, I don't know where the lie's at. It seems to have.
Who are you trying to smell good for, huh? Other men?
Gay.
Pussy. What are you trying to kiss your dad on the mouth or something? Oh my god.
There's trucks that pass you on the highway.
Trucks pass on the highway.
He's just getting home to kiss his dad on the mouth.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
anxious.
yeah. He knows. Bendy knows. He
Oh,
would
well.
know. He probably wears deodorant too.
Let's
Yeah.
see, is everyone logged in? Nope, we're missing 2.
Oh, yeah, that part. My bad. Forgot that was a thing. So, I don't know if that's TMI. Bendy.
Yeah.
I have found that if you're dealing with odor, just shave your pits.
Okay.
Has a remarkable effect. Genuinely.
Pap Spendy.
I have not noticed that to be the case.
Oh boy, I do.
Just
It
get some Veet and slather it on there. It's fine.
in my opinion, if you don't have deodorant on and you have hairy pits, it smells a lot worse. All the
Oh yeah, I remember where we was at. It's been a short minute, and now I'm remembering. It's all coming back.
Nuts,
I
nuts,
kind
nuts.
of don't.
We will be ending it around the same time today, so
7 or 8?
10?
around 7 our time.
7 hour time.
Yep.
Aye.
That means if you're in
Okay.
worse time zones, you're gonna have to do math.
You.
Stuff.
I live where society is.
Aye.
I'm in Las Vegas, homie. I have all of society came to me.
Bendy, I've been here where you live.
There's society in the trees.
The tree.
I don't even think
Yours-
there's roads.
Bendy, your
the trees
society has
can't
5
fly?
teeth among them and a bottle of moonshine in every hand.
Moonshine.
I would like to clarify that, but not right now. I'm gonna
Alright,
get my tush.
Everyone has water and snacks and stuff.
You're
You're a snack. Yes,
Why,
I
thank
guess.
you, Bendy.
Yay! I'm Bendy.
Alrighty.
Everyone's gay but me.
is that
It's
how that
true.
goes, Bendy?
Gayest- That's the
Yeah.
gayest shit I've ever heard.
Oh,
anyone
That is pretty
say.
gay.
I think it's actually true, though.
There could be
How
two
many-
dudes blowing each other in the corner, and if they'd have heard you say that, they'd have stopped to go, "Wow, that's gay."
It's true. It's true. They would have done that.
Ori, why you sure
Alright.
do agree with people a lot whenever they're saying mean words to me.
Yeah.
Is it
Points
mean or
at-
is it true?
You are all live on my stream as well, by the way.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hello.
They got to hear
I'm-
that. They got to hear every
just a fu-
delicious syllable.
Howdy num. Pet, 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 pet.
It's
That's
the
the
Alright,
whole
is everyone
lot.
ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Everyone
Yeah.
prepared.
I'm Mr.
Alright.
Bendy.
have to smooch
Hi,
this bun a
Mr.
little bit more,
Bendy.
but I'm set to go. I'm ready
Hi.
to go.
Speaking. Yes.
Let's look at chat. Let's see what they're up to. Someone else. I can't do the recap today because I actually don't remember.
Aw, dang. Why not, Bendy? Do you hate the campaign I've lovingly crafted for all of you?
Let's make Bendy painstakingly go and try to review the VOD on stream words while he
No.
has to recap it all for us.
Oh, no.
No,
Such a
I'm
good idea.
no, that's a great idea actually.
no.
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
Having the
leave.
players recap for us is a great idea.
Yeah, all the other players
Yeah,
right
you.
now today because I'm in. No.
All right. So, everyone, thank you for joining and welcome to A Bump in the Night, a Fate Core campaign where I GM and, as you can see, our players play. Now, this is a horror campaign, which means that there may be subjects that are a little touchy for some viewers. So please view with discretion and expect terrible, terrible things to be described in gruesome detail.
How gruesome.
That being said, very gruesome. The wet crunch of a rib cage caving in
Mm.
is one of the lighter descriptions that's going to be used today. That being said, players, please introduce yourselves. This time, I'm going to shoot at random, so be prepared.
Go, you have
We'll
a
start
shared
with-
chat invite.
Thank you.
Good. We'll start with Bendy. Please give a
I knew
short
it.
introduction
I
of
knew it.
yourself and your character.
Random my ass. Okay, I'm Bindi. I'm a guy. I don't really stream. I don't have public socials really. But I play Florence. He is a man of the mean streets, and he lived his life accordingly. And due due to some shenanigans, he has been legally obligated to be a brave volunteer to hunt against the wickedness of the night, etc., etc. He uses his hands. He knows how to talk to people, kind of, and he's got slippery hands that I haven't actually utilized yet in this campaign. I just realized
Well, I guess you should use that sometime.
I should, yeah, I should be
Trying
like
to
an
convince us all
investigator.
that you're not gay and you're playing a character whose name is Blossoming.
And also with
What?
hands that are lubed up.
What?
Unbelievable.
Hormone.
Next,
What?
please, before Bendy can defend himself, introduce yourself and your character, Damien.
Hey, what's up? My name is Jacob. You can find me over at Drawn by Jacob on most social media. I'm playing Damien, the arcane investigator, if you will.
Good. Thank you. And next, we will do. Who suffers next? Avatea. Yourself and your
Hello.
character, please.
Hello, I'm Komalu. I'm a video editor and content creator. You can find me at any social using Komalu. I tend to be kind of everywhere. I'm playing Avatea, who is the almost concerningly innocent in a not so innocent setting.
A bird.
Terrifying. Absolute bird brain.
Fuck!
Icaros, introduce yourself and your character.
Hello,
please.
I am Auri. I am on twitch.tv/AuriXarch, as well as Auri Shorts on YouTube and whatnot. Ko is my editor, Nam is my artist. They're very good beans. I stream a lot, variety streamer, and I am playing Icaros, who is a night guest here to assist the cathedral with killing and finding and dealing with monsters and the occult and all other sorts of things.
Spooky.
Meh.
And then, of course, finally and the most flamboyantly, of course, Aaliyah.
Hello, am I really that flamboyant? Oh no, I had no idea.
You're
Um,
pretty flamboyant.
Hi,
You're almost
I'm Ari.
a little yes.
Ooh, I'll take that. I'm Ari. I go by, or I'll be playing Alia Ushas. I'm an artist. You can find me on socials at renoa.art. Viewer discretion advised. It is largely degenerate. And yeah, I'm playing Alia Ushas. She is a firekeeper. She is a normal person with very little outstanding about her. That's about all about her that anybody knows right now, right? I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal.
Normal. Entirely normal. Normal human.
Yeah.
This is how you introduce yourself as a normal human.
Yeah, just like the rest of you pathetic meatbags. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just as frail and mortal as you.
Who you
So those who are
calling
watching, please do check out all of the players at their various social locations. And for those who are on my side, I have posted the players who are streaming, the links to their streams in the chat if you want to see their POVs. And so, the campaign will begin as soon as somebody volunteers to give a recap of what happened last time.
Wow.
Oh,
I can do it.
and
now? Am I?
oh, I was gonna joke and make Bendy do it, but go ahead, Jacob, please recap us.
We last time met an asshole who gave us this mission.
Okay.
I remember that guy.
He literally came. We came here. We asked him for any information that he could have given us, and he said, "I don't know. You find out."
And he rang you up on the phone.
Good streak, City.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, he gave us pretty much not much information about this madness that seemingly taking over this town. So we decided to kind of split up, ask some prime suspects, and then after some a outbreak of a fight in the middle of the street, we got some more solid leads, and I believe we ended the session by resting at a local place.
Resting at your local inn, as all adventurers must do. And so with that, a new day dawns, the adventure continues, and you all have a hunt to complete. With very loud music.
Hi, horse.
The sun rises, the day starts, you can start to hear the bustle of a village outside of your rooms. And for Damien, around your bench that you stayed up all night reading at and are suffering the consequences thereof. All my players, please make sure that your fate points are reset. If not, reset them to their maximum.
I take an anima, right?
You take an anima.
An enema.
You need to be careful
I
with
now
how we
have-
pronounce that word. Yeah.
I have 2 anima.
You have 2 anima boxes ticked off.
Yes.
So, do I just hit the? I don't know. Is it 2 fate points? No,
For what?
You go back up to 4.
to 4. Okay, I didn't know I had that many.
If
I
your
thought I only had 2.
whatever your refresh score is.
Bendy, I fear that
Oh.
you have at some point set your refresh to 0.
I don't think I did. Did
Fate
I?
has abandoned you.
I peeked
my
in
game
your
ref-
character sheet and it was at 4. Or, sorry, it was at 0.
Says game refresh 4, refresh spent -1.
But
I don't know
Weird.
what that
For
means.
me, it's showing 0s. And if you did spend a refresh, so you'd be at 3 refresh.
What is spend a refresh? What does that happen? What does that mean?
At certain points in the game, you can spend one of your refresh, i.e., you have less fate points upon the start of a session, to acquire a new stunt.
Oh yeah, I did do one. I do believe I did.
Yeah.
I think it
So you
was
should be at 3 refresh and thus go up to 3 fate points.
Okay.
Because you did level up once.
I think it was I think it was slip. I think it was the. Oh shit! What is Deft Hands? What are my own skills?
Look at your own skills.
Oh yeah, Deft Hands. I can change. I can change
Oh.
weapons without a cost.
I think Ko's computer just exploded.
No,
Oh.
it's the browser I'm using doesn't let me move, so I have to right click
Oh, right.
to move. So sometimes if I double right click, it just closes the browser.
Okay.
Okay. Hee. So, it is the start of a new day. You had your experience yesterday, met a few of the townsfolk, got settled in the inn that is paid for the duration of your stay. Those of you who were sleeping in beds, Florence and Aaliyah, I believe, or Florence, I believe you were sleeping in the double room alone. Aaliyah, I believe you said that you were just sitting in the hall crocheting most of the day, or knitting. Sorry.
That's correct.
And then Avatea and Ikros had their own rooms. As you all wake up, get ready, you leave your room. A party member is missing.
Oh what?
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
It's Damien. Damien is gone.
Oh no.
Lawrence wakes up, walks around, yawning.
Get your 8 hours, kids.
I
When do we
recall that
realize Damien?
Damien went into town. Is that where he was last we left off? Like he was chilling on like a street, and some guy came up and sassed him.
Last time, Damien spent as long as he could in the actual inn proper, or the tavern portion, reading, and then when they eventually kicked him out, because taverns do eventually close, he went to a bench and read the rest of the night. So he's currently on a bench somewhere, reading, unless he has decided to move in the early hours of the morning.
If the sun starts to rise and I haven't seen anyone else, I will go to the rooms.
The sun starts to rise. I mean, you start to see villagers, but none of your friends.
Sun's
Yeah,
rising.
I'll put the book down and then I'll go.
I say that Alia typically would have wandered off, but I think she would have taken it fairly seriously to watch over the rooms. So I think she really would have stayed in the hallway crocheting almost the entire night.
Crocheting.
She was, yeah, it's a thing humans do, right? I mean,
Likely
we do
story.
at night.
Yeah.
No, remember she said that she would help make a blanket for
Glennis.
I don't remember her name. Glennis, yeah, remember? And so she will have done that all night. She even has a crafting score to have done so.
Oh yeah, speaking of, could you please roll that?
I most certainly can. Give me just one moment as I dry my hands. I'm working on a variety of things on my side. Don't mind me, I'm so sorry. Here
I
we
thought
go.
Florence was the one with lubed up hands.
But it was Alia.
My hands didn't start lubed.
What did you do all night, Alia? Ooh.
Crocheting poorly, it seems. I think I might pop a refresh or pop a fate point to re-roll that.
Welcome back, Damien.
To reroll the blanket you're making?
Yeah.
It seems really on point that she would try pretty hard,
All right.
You know what?
Let's
do it. Let's spend a fate point, re-roll that. Try harder. Do better, Aaliyah.
And then you get 4 minuses.
Damn it.
Did it roll?
It did not.
I click it again. All right, that's better. That's better.
So, as you're going through, a little past midnight, you notice that, like halfway through the blanket, and you're almost done at that point. Halfway through the blanket, you absolutely messed up. This thing is about as straight as the voice that controls Aaliyah, and had to undo the whole thing, but you thought of a few extra things that you could add to it because of that. And so it ends up being like it's a decent blanket.
Not bad
It's
for one
pretty
night's
all
work.
right.
Not bad at all for one night's work, she decides. She's a little village girl, you know? She's spent a very long time doing literally nothing but textiles as a child, right? She was very, very, very cloistered where she grew up. And so,
Mhm.
if there's anything that she's confident she could do, at least, is she the best? No, clearly not. This is, as the dice roll reflects, right? This is an average blanket. But she would darn well bet that none of you could make an average blanket in a single night.
No, Icarus
Someone's
says.
cocky. And so, yes, when all of you walk out of your rooms, there is Aaliyah with a freshly made blanket, Damien walking in the door.
You know what she's
The
put on
day
it?
is
You know what's
yours.
crocheted in the corner of this blanket? It's a little
no.
black bird.
-1 health for butt kissing.
You
Oh,
you
man.
take a point of mental stress.
But also, you get an extra 5 bars.
Mm,
Hey, hey, hey! 5 gold coins fall in your pocket. Hey, hey!
Hey, DM said
Fate
it,
point
okay?
for
I just put it on the sheet, okay? I'm helpless. I'm as much of a victim as you guys are, I promise.
Mug her.
Also, Damien, you may also roll a notice check. If you wish. Alright.
Ooh. Hmm.
Your walk back to the inn is uneventful.
Hmm. Mm.
A +2 would get you what you need if you want to potentially notice something, but it may not be of great import.
Let me.
Is it fate?
Let me.
Lord, who are you?
Fights, Bendy.
Oh,
Um.
who is this critter?
Sure. I'll spend a fate point and invoke my aspect time for a smoke break.
For a +2.
For a +2. Because when he is
Okay.
outside and smoking, he is in his element.
You take a little break to get another smoke in,
I know they're strict on their cigarette policies here. I gotta smoke outside.
your 5th breakfast. Well, not quite finished yet. You've had your cigarettes, but you need your coffee, of course. But I digress.
Black, no creamer, no sugar.
Okay. I'm going to interrupt. I vote that the
Instant.
more noir or whatever that Damien makes his thing, makes his situation, the higher a roll he gets when he does that. So if he's drinking black coffee and it's raining outside and a dame be talking to him about stuff and
Just
he's
staring
smoking a
up.
cigarette and the coffee has whiskey in it, that's some pluses
Staring
right
out
there.
of the window of a cheap rented office at the rain.
Exactly.
It's a
It has
terrible
his
day for
name on
rain.
it. It has his name on it, but the little sticky tape that keeps it on there is starting to peel a little bit. The more noir, the higher the roll.
No,
I'll
I
consider it.
second this.
So, you stop, take a smoke while you're outside. You look around, and you do notice that the GM's voice is very raspy today. And also, more importantly, that, at this point, the sun is starting to come up. It's a village, so people usually wake up at sunrise and start going about their day. It seems just a little less busy than you would expect. There's less people than you would think going about getting ready for their day's work and such.
I'll note that, and then I'll walk in.
And then you walk in, smelling of cigarette smoke.
Welcome back, Damien.
Lawrence
Welcome back.
performatively coughs. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that. I used to hate it when people do that.
So don't take this as confirmation, but I don't know. It feels like there's less people out today.
Icarus glances out of the window. Does it look like it's rainy or anything like that? Maybe a storm's coming?
It is an overcast day, but not the kind that tells you it's going to rain.
It is a little early, but odd weather for it.
Do we
I think
more people
that,
might have left,
this-
like the family we saw yesterday?
Icarus turns from the door and says, "What, Florence?"
Well, I believe that we're kind of beyond the controversy of whether or not something's going on at this point. It is a question of whether they fled or if they're just not going outside.
Fair enough. And you, Aaliyah?
Oh, yeah. She says the same. She says, do we think more people might have left the same way the family had yesterday that we encountered? They seemed to have left, and frankly, they hadn't told anybody. Or at the very least, Glynis hadn't been aware anybody was missing, and nobody else talked about it. Maybe people are just leaving.
Lawrence kind of chimes up a little bit. I understand I'm a little cynical among us all, but I feel as if the information we get from people is unreliable at this point. I mean, everybody saw what's going on. Everybody's acting like they don't. So, I'm not sure. I feel like he seems like he's not really, he's stumbling for his thoughts. He's really thinking here, guys. He's running them two neurons. I don't know. I feel like we have to find something direct. Evidence, maybe? I don't know. He starts rubbing his chin. I gotta start breaking in places.
If Icarus starts, if people are leaving, there will be empty homes, even empty sections of the city. That should be noticeable to the ones that are left. I can go question this guard shift as well and see if they've seen anyone leave. In addition,
If you want to
Count-
check, we can just check directly.
Counterpoint. I don't honestly think we should trust half the things anyone tells us just because yesterday we asked people about the fight. Some said they didn't hear things, some said they did hear things, but they couldn't describe it. I think if that is the problem that is building up, I think that will only get worse with time. We might not be able to trust what other people say here.
No, but seeing what they say might give us an insight as to what they're going through.
it might be
I
best
feel like-
as well if we interact with anyone to watch them carefully, to make sure that they're she seems to look for the word. Read their lips. Make sure they're saying what they are actually trying to say.
Well, why don't we go and check on that one lass? The lady who punched that other guy?
Hmm. I believe she was assistant to the stable hand.
Hmm.
Yes, if we recall, we noted that, when when Damien and I had been interviewing people, about half of them knew that that he had said something foul to her, but nobody knew precisely, or at least nobody was saying what it was. They all said that it was simply so terrible they wouldn't repeat it. And that seems like the best place to start. We could also talk to both him and there was the other drunk guy that was there, who'd also gotten the dog sheet beat out of him before we arrived.
Mhm.
Both of those people, conceivably, they both might be able to shed a little bit of light on what's going on, even if they aren't honest. As Damien says, we don't necessarily need them to tell the truth, but if they tell us anything, we can line up with what matches and what doesn't.
The farrier's
Well, I
assistant.
believe it's
Go ahead, Florence.
I believe it's less that they're deceiving us and more that they don't know what the truth is. I suppose one line of questioning we should pursue is asking around and seeing if there are people starting conflicts with words out of character, right? Maybe something I slept on last night, but it strikes me that this woman may have been whispered to by something nefarious.
Mm-hmm. So
So,
so we need to speak to the farrier's assistant, the man that we brought to the clinic yesterday as well. I believe
And
Are
then
there
Aaliyah.
any fairies here? I haven't seen any fairies.
Farrier, not fairies.
how do you know it?
Oh,
And
Florence kind of looks. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Aaliyah and Damien, I believe you were the ones who spoke to the man in the clinic, so you may have better luck there. Especially since you're the ones who carried him back. She looks at Damien. I can have a second look at the guards, see if any more people have left, and see if they know anything about those who have left. Do we have any other leads?
I think, and Damien points to Florence. I think what you're saying, putting some truth. I think perhaps the people who can hear the voices. I still have a very hard time believing that whatever infection that we saw affecting those people and this whole madness are separate entities. They seem too connected. They didn't warn us about people going mad or anything like that. They warned us about the disease. So what if people who are infected with this disease hear these voices that other people can't hear until they go mad?
Worth
Avate
a
is
possibility.
gonna pipe up at that and acknowledge, that is a thing that I'm aware of. I vaguely think it's cultish or occultish more so. I still have my notes. I spent yesterday doing Eldritch searching, but I can look through the occult stuff today.
If you can find out how it might spread or if there's some sort of locus that might cause it as well, that would be good for the search.
Lawrence rubs his chin by himself and kind of looks up at the ceiling, and he looks at DM, tries to recall if he knows a fence or something similar in this particular town. May I roll for context?
You may, yes.
Ah, wah, 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 wah. Please, dear God. What I get? I got a good, or fair, actually. So,
You.
Aries. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm just, go ahead.
You do have a contact in Myrnus. They're not so much a fence. I mean, they will take things to sell, but they're more of they're sort of a middleman in the transport kind of side of things. They
Okay.
pick up stuff from places, put it in other places. They can make sure that it gets where it needs to be for someone to handle a transaction. And you've used
Okay.
them for such things before. But
Can I ask, can I use a fate point to re-roll and have him like think harder? And if it doesn't go my way, I can just roll with what I got here, or is that not allowed?
no, it's the new roll is your new roll.
If it doesn't get better, can I keep what I have now?
You
yeah,
could,
you're asking for advantage. I don't know if that's a thing in this system.
you could add, like, try and bump it up by 2 if it would matter, but
Yeah, would it matter, Aries? Could I find a proper fence? Looks
Can't
at
you
it,
use a
he
fate
rolls
point to
them,
plus 2 it? Yeah.
that's what we were implying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's overtly. What stops you?
Oh,
from doing that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to play this game. I will add a +2 with my fate points. Yay, if it matters.
What would you be invoking
a-
for that +2?
Relevant
Um,
skill. Relevant skill.
Dog.
A relevant aspect, not skill.
Whatever.
Eh,
He is a
Relevant aspect.
thug. All bolded letters. Thug with a heart of gold. Yes? Yes, Aries?
Okay.
Yay!
You think harder and you think you do know someone, a fence, someone who, buys things to sell later.
A
or more
criminal?
accurately, handles the selling for you.
And so I assume that I would kind of have an idea where to find this person. Yeah.
You do.
Okay. Florence kind of lowers his head a little bit and he says, I'm gonna poke at the edges of town a little bit and see if I can find different information. Yeah. He looks to the party. I mean, he's gonna do it anyways, but
Seems,
he's being polite.
seems like an acceptable idea to me. Watch your back.
All right.
Hmm.
Uh,
So, just to recoup, are we all splitting up to do something different? To my recollection, Icaros suggested that Damien and Leah go talk to Glyselda again.
Glennis.
Avatea is going to study the book. Icaros is going to talk to the guard, and now Florence is going to go talk to his contact. Is that correct?
Seems like it.
I can walk and read with people, but it's probably comfier for me if I just kind of find a little corner.
We have these rooms while we're here, so
He says all of us splitting up might be a little bit dangerous, considering we should at the very least travel in groups, if not all together. I don't think this town is so big that we can't do all of this together if we were all to travel, right? Is there a time constraint as far as the size of this village and going around, or?
It takes you a couple minutes to. It's like maybe a 15 to 20-minute walk to circle the entire village. It's not a huge village. In fact, since we're moving over to that kind of thing anyway, here is the entire village.
My map is not loading yet.
It takes a
need
It will
to-
take
oh,
some
there
time.
It goes.
Yep.
Take his hand.
It's a large image. I'm sorry, some of them to have the detail.
it's
The images are big.
Apologize for nothing.
I apologize
Okay.
for everything.
Uh,
Yeah.
Maps. Okay, easy enough. Yeah, I think he says I don't think we should go anywhere alone, considering. But mm,
3x3, Icaros says.
well, there's only 5 of us, but yeah. Right? It's only 5 of us?
There's only
Yeah.
5 of you.
There's only 5 of us. Yeah.
3x2.
Still 2 and 3 sounds great. 2 and 3 sounds great. And
Damien, what were you saying?
Doing things for a second, and then thinks better of it.
Okay.
Yes, detective man. Everyone turns to him immediately.
Well,
no,
out of
actually, that's
character,
not very
above
important.
board, I was like, well, I could summon a third thing if we wanted to do 3x3. but
Witch! Witch! Burn him!
Alia says there's only 4 people here, right? I mean 5. There are 5 people. 5 normal people.
There are 5.
Everyone
ones.
turns to Aaliyah.
Florence is invisible
Anyway.
against the white snow.
Also, Sextro special, everyone, please drink water, including our viewers today. And then stretch and check your posture, stretch
have
your hands,
this-
everyone.
I
We have this
do.
bottle of Japanese melon liqueur. That's pretty watery, right? Let me just hit that again.
I don't think that's water.
As long as you have a solid slurp of water alongside it, yes.
Yeah, I'll call it water. Yeah. That was pretty good.
No,
pretty
water.
good slurp of water, I would say.
It's watered down.
I will
It's mixed in.
I will drive over there right now.
I will shove a bottle of water down your open mouth. I will do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
throw
it's not
back
going
some
down
liquor.
their
might as
mouth.
well. If you're coming over,
bro.
might as well open the margarita mixer while I'm at it then. Make it up. Here we go.
That's all
Brokeback
that
Mountain
means.
it. Right in the butt.
Felix
What
goes
the
goes-
fuck, man?
So how are you
I
splitting
said-
up? How are you splitting up?
Alia will suggest that she'll go with Damien, and then she says that what we could do is we'll go talk to Glinda. Glinda? What's her name?
The healer lady, Glennis?
Yeah, Glynis. Alia says, I'm really bad with names.
Who are
win
you, Gary?
Whatever.
Gerwin? Garble?
Yeah. Carpals.
Grandma?
We'll talk with her, and then, or we'll talk with, see if the people who she was caring for are in a better position to talk to, and then we'll go talk to the farrier's apprentice. And then she would suggest that the other three, Florence, Icaros, and Avatea, travel together to go to the other thing. She suggests it shouldn't take long, so why don't we meet, I suppose back here. What's this big circle thing in the middle of town? Is this just like,
That is like a town square / the semi-permanent market.
it's like like a market. Okay, cool.
But also
do
the
we wanna
town
meet
square.
back
So
at the
It's
market
where-
or at the tavern? Where do we want to meet?
It's the last place the sacrifices he.
Hey, Aries, how heavy is Avatea?
I don't know. How heavy are you, Avatea?
Not.
You think
Gonna-
Avatea could ride on Icaros's shoulder so she can read in peace?
Can you lift like 80 pounds
Yes.
comfortably?
Glances at the
This
arm.
Yeah.
small being clasps.
Yes.
My question is, would they really read more comfortably sitting on someone's shoulders than walking?
Dunno, up to them.
You don't have to worry about where you're going.
I was gonna say, Avateo will walk into things otherwise.
Bump.
I want to point out it's going to be real uncomfortable because a certain Icaros has pauldrons.
Yeah, you can tuck yourself in there. It'll be fine.
Which, for those of you who don't know, pauldrons generally have a flare that goes upward to prevent things from hitting you in the neck,
Yeah!
which is
That'll be
right over your collarbones, right where legs would go.
Avatea's fine.
Blah, blah, blah.
They're a bird. Birds love that kind of thing.
So Florence isn't going to like take the party to see the fence, right?
Depends on how he wants to handle it. He's splitting up with this part of the group, so if he starts to lead us that way, we're going to follow him that way.
So the I guess I could roleplay that part.
I was gonna
Florence kinda
say,
tried-
yeah.
So where are we going? He kind of looks Avatea, Icaros, since Alea and Damien seem to have decided already.
Avatea is going to be reading and doing some research with us, but she's going to be they're going to be staying with us. I'm going to be speaking to the guards and you.
Oh, I will be speaking to a friend of mine in town, actually. He should have a pretty good pulse.
We
Hand on
can.
the pulse, I suppose.
Your lead is better than mine. We should probably go for yours first, then.
He raises a hand. We won't get good information with you two there.
Is your
Hmm.
friend also an asshole like the last one?
He
He
was
kind
a
of
very
shoots
nice
a
man. He
glance at
sold me this
Avatar.
locket.
Well, speaking of,
no,
have you been wearing the locket, Aaliyah?
Absolutely. She hasn't taken it off. I was going to ask about that, in fact.
Curse.
And I'll let you decide.
We'll get back to that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get back.
I just wanted to. So,
Florence looks at Avatea, and he looks like he's about to defend the man, and then he just kind of cracks a smile and he says, "Yeah, he's a huge asshole. You'd hate him."
Avateo like just kind of puts their face more in their book.
Florence looks at Icarus. I am being serious. This man knows me. We're friends, and he's not going to talk with you two around.
That's fair. What would you advise then? We can
I
stay at
advise-
a nearby location so that you can call upon us, or
I think I'll be fine. I mean, if you want to continue on your own way, that's fine. Otherwise, I can try to make it quick.
very well. We will stay with you up until you split off from our little group then. Yes?
Sure. I was thinking of knocking that out now.
Okay.
all right. We
Assuming
will
he's not
start with
hungover.
Florence, Icaros, and Avatea, and then we'll get back to you two, Aaliyah and Damien. So, Florence, what is the name of your contact?
Jeez, I forgot.
Billy Bob!
You
Hold
can
on, I'm
come
gonna
up with either. Do you know him by a proper name, or is he affluent enough to go by a moniker?
Good old knife balls the fence.
I'm gonna say that this man is basically kind of middle class. So he owns a business in town, but not like an empire or anything. It's just a business, right?
Mhm.
And he conducts other business in the storage that he has attached to his real business, right? So it's a front,
Okay.
kind of.
Okay.
And they're on like good name terms.
What's his name?
Okay. What's the name?
The name.
Also,
The
you'll want to
name.
write this character down. This is a
Okay.
contact you'll have for the future.
Okay. He only goes by Marrow. Marro.
Okay. All right. So, Icaros and Avatea, you head off. Florence immediately splits off, yes?
Yeah. He's gonna be going
Okay.
to whatever businessy area there might be.
All right. So, we'll do Florence really quickly. Florence, your friend is all the way over here.
Oh no.
Over on the edge of town. In a little corner, not really notable.
And he's gonna walk up to the door and he's gonna give it a few knocks. It is early in the morning. I mean, he wants to
It
be
is.
on good terms with this guy.
There's a few moments you hear clattering behind the door, and then you see a wiry, man who's a little older than you, but not too much. But the years have been a bit hard on him. Definitely. Open the door. Yes?
Morrow, friend, it's good to see you.
Oh,
and
Florence.
he offers out his hand.
He daps you up.
We hear it on the
And
other
he
side of
says-
town.
And he glances
wow.
around himself and he says, Morrow, can I speak to you inside?
Another business trip. Come in.
And he follows him inside.
I need to step away to fill up my drink. I'll be right by.
We're gonna okay. Or bad word.
Bah.
We're gonna say his business is he's a wagoneer, right? So
Okay.
His job is essentially people around town, local farmers. They'll need to move something, and they'll come to him and ask him if he'll run a wagon for him for a day or a week or a month or whatever it takes.
Alrighty. Make sure you're writing this down.
Well, fuck, I'm doing that.
Yeah, good. You are in charge of your
Yeah.
contacts.
Oh no.
Sorry, 1 sec. I got a sneeze trying to. Come on. Nope. That sucks. Okay. So, as a wagoneer, you enter the place, and while it's clearly set up to be able to do business, like there's like a scroll rack full of papers that are, as you know from experience, those are all of the scheduled jobs, receipts, and all that stuff. He invites you in. There's a fire roaring. He's clearly got his breakfast heating up, and he pulls out for you a nice cup of very watery ale. Gestures for you to sit with him.
Lawrence follows his cues. He takes the ale. He has a sip, and then he addresses Morrow, and he gets right to it. He says, "So, tell me, how's business been lately? Both the front and the back."
Well, the front's been a little slow, what with, the war thing going on, but I'm sure that'll pick up real nice here soon. Back end, well, business is booming as you would expect.
Oh, really? Anything interesting come in lately?
You looking to buy or just for a little check-in?
I'm being nosy. Really, I'm here. I really wanted to ask you two things. One, I was wondering if you had your eyes on anything, something you might want lifted, but your hands shake too much for it. Is anything like that in town lately?
No, not that I know of. There might be something in the Baroness's house, but I am not looking for that kind of heat. No, it's you know how it is. It's a village. There's not much here that I don't already know about or have most of the time.
Lawrence kind of snaps his fingers with a little bit of real frustration. He's like, "Well, okay. Well, listen, Mara, we've been friends. We've worked together. We've made each other quite a bit of money. I'm gonna ask you for a small favor, if that's okay. I just need to know.
Buh.
I'm hunting something. I'm not quite sure what, but I just need to know: has anyone in town been moving anything kind of weird? You know, people you haven't met before, all of a sudden asking about what you can do for them. Anything like that going on?
Would you roll empathy or something related for me, please?
Sure. Let me see here. I have rapport, barter, and intimidate.
Rapport works.
Okay. Okay.
You're getting a pretty good response. He's like, we've had some good times, good times. Well, give me a moment to think. You want some breakfast?
I don't want to have. I'm already pestering you enough with these questions. Don't worry about it for now. We'll catch dinner. I'm here for 2 weeks. We'll catch dinner one night. Okay.
All right. But if it's dinner, I'm making you pay for drinks.
Well, so I was the reason I was asking if you wanted anything lifted. I don't have any money.
Then I guess we're not drinking very much, are we?
It's okay.
That's
I'll
how I
cheat
got-
date.
That's how I got in this situation in the first place. Maybe it's for the best, he says, kind of jovially.
Yeah, I heard. Sticking your nose out the door while still trying to keep the rest of you behind it.
Maybe. You know how I am. I'm not changing. So, have you actually had anybody move something weird? Or just new people in general? Has anything like that been happening?
He's taken some time to clearly he's preparing his breakfast. Even if you're not going to eat, he needs to eat.
No, he doesn't. I am the center of attention.
After a bit, he starts sitting back down, starts eating pretty messily. And, well, there's a couple things moving around lately. We got someone moving a body. I don't know what that's about. Nothing weird about it, just, moving a body.
No, go ahead. Let you finish your thought.
A couple of books came by. I couldn't read them, but I ain't sticking my nose in any of that. Those sold pretty quick, though.
Pretty quick, huh?
There's also a device.
Device. All right.
Device, yeah. One of those weird little like brass things with the cogs and makes weird noises and stuff.
A doohickey.
That just sold yesterday to someone from out of town, actually.
Really? What do they look like? If you don't mind me asking, Mara.
He gives you kind of a wry smile, then shovels some stew into his face. Lets out a big belch that I'm not going to try and emulate.
Yay.
Looked a lot like you, though maybe a touch less mean in the face. bit more of a belly too.
Okay. Let's see. You figure he's still in town?
No, I doubt it. He said that he was just moving through.
Or, okay. About this body you got. Why the hell would you be moving it? Wouldn't they just bury their own kin?
Well, it's less of a kin issue, more so. What they said about it was the body of some saint, priest, whatever. Someone affluent with the cathedral that honestly they were planning to make relics out of him or something.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
And he thinks a little bit. I guess it wouldn't be too much about these books either. You wouldn't tell me about those a little bit?
Florence, you know that I'm well smart enough not to look into any books that come through here.
Hmm.
Those things
Yeah,
hold
well,
some devilish magic in them, you know.
surely you looked the buyer in the face at least once, didn't you?
Nope. Paid
Huh.
extra for absolute you know that word.
All right. So, well, he thinks. Well, let's just say these. I'm pretty sure these strange people you're dealing with are real bastards.
Always are.
What did the books look like, just on the outside, or did you not even look at the outside of these things?
I, of course, appraised the items. Dark red leather. Not much for ornamentation. Well bound, though. Fetch a good price. You sure you don't want any of this? I got some salt in this week. Tastes
Oh shit!
even better than usual.
Well, I'll have a few strips of bacon. Actually, we can like skip past that part if you want. I don't know. I'm Bendy. I don't know how this works.
You have some salted bacon. It is delicious. And
Yum.
in comparison to how you have lived for like the last few months, honestly, incredibly indulgent.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm talking lick the fat off your fingers.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you have a good breakfast. Is there anything else you wanted to ask the man? Or just hang out, chat, catch up?
He might spend a few minutes catching up, like in a more earnest, genuine fashion. Maybe
Mhm.
being slightly rude to the rest of the party, but not for too long.
Of course. While that's going on, we move over to Icaros and Avatea quickly. What were you two doing?
Well, Abatea was reading and
Yep,
just sort of following behind or riding on Icaros's shoulder, whichever one is better.
I think the decision was riding on the shoulder.
And she would be going to question the guards at the gate one more time.
Avatea,
So were they
do you
waiting
have
up
any...
on me, or were we meeting up later? Sorry.
We would have
Oops.
say to meet back up at the same place after you're done.
Okay, I gotcha. I fucking accidentally closed it.
Silly Bendy.
Avatea, I will say that it is very uncomfortable to sit on Icaros's shoulders, borderline painful, almost immediately.
Hmm. If you mention
You either have to sit with your legs stupid wide or super narrow and cramped, and basically
Super
choking
wide.
Icaros out.
when you say
V
that,
for Victor.
Icaros takes a moment. I'm assuming that you mentioned this, yes, Abatea?
Yeah.
You'll see her take a knee and reach underneath the armor on her shoulder, and you hear a few rustling sounds as she unclips that particular section, draws it from its secure security, and then removes it before putting it on her belt, similar to how she would hook her helmet.
It should have been
Oh,
me.
just dang.
I am going to pull Icaros aside for a moment.
Okay.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Icaros,
Mm-hmm.
I do want to point out that your body, other than your armor, is basically illusionary.
Mm-hmm. She has like it's not just the plate armor. She's like fully layered, so it's going to be the plate, chain, gambazon, etc., etc. You aren't able to see to her skin, but on her helmet.
All right. Would there be any noticeable difference in texture from a normal person?
For the chain, or
For anything under your armor?
other than the feel of cloth and the chainmail, underneath it would still just feel incredibly rigid. Like there's
Okay.
not really much give to her, but that could be put aside for like armor and stuff, or like muscle and stuff.
Please move back over to general at your leisure so that it
Mhm.
probably fixes Fuji.
Hello.
back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
I had to double check something.
Is that a little bit better?
So are you
she
going
says?
to
Yes.
Wait, did I hear something wrong? Did you just say, "Is that better, princess"? Is that what I heard?
No, is that a little bit better? Yes.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
I thought their relationship had enhanced dramatically in the time I thought I had known them. That was okay.
Like,
okay,
whoa!
Why did this happen?
So
I
where were you two
support it.
going?
I'm just surprised. That's all.
Wherever Icaros is going. Avatea will
Icaros?
just be reading a book.
Icaros, where are you going?
Icarus is heading to the southwest gate again. She wants to consult the guards again and see if there's been any more traffic in between now and then.
All right. You go to the gate. While I'm doing camera work. There are, of course, guards there, although they are very clearly different people than yesterday.
Different shift. Good evening to the watch. Good morning to the watch, rather.
Good morning.
I've got a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind. I'm a part of the hunters group that's investigating the goings-on in the city. Sorry. Village. Town.
Village.
That would demean the name
this-
of our city.
Well, I wouldn't call us a city or nothing. The person. So there's two guards out front, and then there's one guard inside, right? And you, of course, address the one inside. The two outside kind of ignore you because they're looking around and stuff.
Doing their job?
Yep. And the moment you mention that you're hunters, the guard kind of like perks up, and like you can see the twinkle in their eyes. Like, oh yeah, how could I help you? Did you find anything? Anything weird, or like are there any monsters?
We haven't found any direct evidence of monsters so far, but there are a few odd goings on. I need to know, have there been any people departing through this gate today?
Well, there's been a couple people leaving, but they're just going out to, we've got a couple pastures outside.
More long-term than that. People who wouldn't normally leave or are leaving for good.
No, nothing like that. Why are people running away from something?
We encountered a small family on our way here. That seems to have left, yes. Are you aware of them?
Oh, them, yeah. Yeah, they said that they had to go visit one of their distant relatives who was having issues and needed help taking care of their estate. Yeah, it's real sad. And they made the best cheese. Ugh.
Cheesemongers. They mentioned something along the lines of a plague. Or something else. lurking in the city, in the village. Do you have anything or any knowledge about that?
I don't think so. Like thinking for a moment. My gran was sick the other week. You think
Sick?
that was it?
Sick how?
Oh, she had this terrible cough, really rattly, and there's like green stuff coming out of her nose.
She shakes her head.
That's like demons coming out or something, right?
No, that sounds like a typical sickness. Nothing to worry about.
You sure? She smelled something awful.
How so?
Icaros lets
Well-
the bird on her shoulder speak.
Well, so this one time a few years ago, the family that left, they were experimenting with like new recipes and stuff, and they made this cheese that had this like green purplish stuff in it. It looked like veins on something, you know, and she smelled a lot like that. Had a really like a bad smell. Supposedly it tasted good, but I have a policy. I don't eat anything with green or purple.
Fair policy, Icaros says. But no, that does sound like a fairly conventional sickness. I'm assuming she's better now, yes?
Well, yeah. I mean, she's very grumpy and forgetful. Does the sickness cause that too?
I believe that would be old age, comrade.
Forgetful how?
Well, so this is a guy, you surmise?
Mhm.
He's like, well, she keeps calling me Claire and saying that I was always her favorite daughter, which, you know,
Looking at him.
I think I look pretty manly. He kind of like puffs up his chest. And as for his description, dude's a twink, absolute twink.
In a world of thin boys.
You need to put a little bit more bulk on as a soldier.
I've been
Wow,
working
that's
out though.
fucking
Hey, what?
I've been
when he walks up, insults me to face.
Icaros is like,
I've been working out though. I could pull a cart on my own now. If it's empty.
that's progress. She doesn't besmirch the progress. That is progress. She says, you need to work on it a little bit more, though. Good work so far,
She's like,
though.
skinny bitch. But
He's standing more proud.
not well.
Have either of your comrades mentioned anything along the lines that we've asked you about?
No, but I haven't been able to talk to him too much. Most of them, they cycle us out of the garrison that we've got, so.
And currently, a fairly large group of you are on a training exercise, if I recall.
Yeah. I can't talk about it, though. You know, no offense. I don't think you guys are from Kilpa, but
What's that word? Kilpa?
that is the village that they were mentioning yesterday.
Kill
that has-
or kill put?
Kilpa. Kilpa. That is the village that they were that declared war on Myrnus.
I think villages with kill in their name are suspicious.
You know, that's fair enough.
Oh yes, Murder
Kilpa.
Town.
Yes, Muggingburg.
Boy, mate, I'm just going down a quick little stroll down Stabbing Street. And then I'm
Oh, you
going to go
don't-
down Twist the Knife Alley.
Uptown London.
Yeah, I'm going to Stab Homicide Town.
Downtown London. I'm Miss Pick.
Out at Knife Crime Island.
No. It's not Knife Crime
the
Island.
letter-
It's now Widespread Knife Crime Island.
Oh yes, take
It
the
changed with the latest election.
yes, take the boat down to Hunted for Sport Island. Time of year's lovely. The season's popping.
So yeah. Do you have anything else to ask the guard?
She shakes her head.
Imagine
And
a
then
rich,
she-
evil man looking down at you with a gun and saying, run.
And then she moves a little bit further to talk to the ones that are outside of the gate.
All right. The ones outside are a lady and another guy. And they're both like, they're chit-chatting, but very idly and mostly just, they're focusing on their surroundings.
Icarus takes up a very similar stance and starts to cast her gaze over the area outside, very similar to how a sentry would in this case. And then she prompts her question, says, "Have either of you seen anything odd on your watches in the past week or so?"
One of them looks you up and down and says, "Yeah, you could say that.
Go on.
Well, for starters, you."
I get that a lot. Continue.
No, that's about it.
What jerks?
Anyone leaving, anyone approaching that you didn't expect?
You?
No, we heard you talking to Fred back there. No, nothing outside of what he noticed. They keep us on the same shift.
Do either of you do any patrols inside the city? Just pretend I'm putting village
Nope.
there, Aries.
Why don't you instead just say village?
I'm trying.
Succeed. No, our job's primarily watch the gate.
Fair. Why would your Baroness and her regent, steward, have brought 5 hunters to your village then?
I would guess that there's a problem going on. Yeah. Real bad problem, I would assume 5 of you.
Bringing 5 for a problem that doesn't immediately present itself is strange. Especially
Still,
if none...
oddly,
Go on.
they've been more useful than the steward so far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't mind him. He's a bit rough, but he's a good guy.
Could you elaborate on that?
Well, the first time I met him, I about near punched him in the face.
Icaros pauses for a second and then says, "Yes."
Damien.
But to be honest, it turns out he actually knows what he's doing. Much as he comes off as a prick.
At least he has that going for them. Thank you for your time. If you see anything odd, and she tells them where they're staying, come find us.
Okie dokie.
And she returns to our little base of operations.
Then we shall fade over to the last of our split up party. Curse you all.
I tried to get us together. Aaliyah tried to keep everybody together.
Always
But
split
you
the party!
failed.
It wasn't the 5-way, one person goes every direction split we started with.
I was gonna do it. I was ready. I was ready to make Ares' life hard.
Cries Aaliyah and Damien. You two are grouped up.
Yes.
Would you like to join the party? Yes.
No, it's too late for that. Where are you going?
Oh, well, doctors first then.
That sounds good. Then I can hand off this blanket. Aaliyah's got like the blanket
Blanket.
folded up. It's like bulky. It's not like massive. I mean, it was only one night. But as we go, Aaliyah will take the moment to ask Damien a question as they're walking and says,
Sip, sip, sip.
"Where did you stay last night? You never came back to your room."
Oh, I was out.
I was busy studying my witch book.
He takes out a cigarette and offers one to you.
Aaliyah will take it. She won't smoke it, but she does like take it. She'll probably like put it in her mouth a little bit, but she'll decline lighting it.
I have to be right back, by the way. Please continue the roleplay. I can still hear you.
Oh, okay. She says, "Out where? I mean, you didn't sleep on the street, did you?"
No. Just I had some business to run, errands to do.
Aaliyah kind of gives like a good-natured smile. She's like, "I won't pretend I'm not nosy, but what have you been getting up to these nights?" She says, "Given what Icaros was saying, trying not to keep secrets."
Man, okay. He looks over at you. And you can tell he's still walking, and like his head is still forward, but his eyes like finally turn to you fully. And he goes, I'm on a bit of a personal quest.
Thanks for the streak, by the way,
And,
Kuma. And I did drink Mitspec.
It does
Sip, sip, sip.
eat up a bit of my time. But I did not want it to interfere with our work. So I've been keeping it to nighttime.
Aaliyah says, she doesn't reply immediately. She's also giving this thought and mulling it over. But ultimately, kind of turns to like, "I'm up all night too." She says, "Is there anything I could do to help?" And she says, "I don't want to act like your mother, but I suspect that if you don't ever sleep, it might interfere with our work. But maybe I could help."
I think really wish you could help. But I don't think you can.
She has like a big smile on her face a little bit and is a little bit there's an air she carries from hearing this, a little bit like not unlike kind of like when a kid finds out that there's a secret that they want to find out, you know what I mean? Like she's like excited, like gonna be almost conspiratorial, but there's also an energy of wanting to be sort of useful towards it. And she, wears a little bit of that smile and then says, she's like, "I might be able to help regardless." She's like, "I can do a lot of things. We're all keeping our own little secrets, but well." She says, "I'm not going to try to push it or anything. I just she says, "It gets lonely being awake by myself all night. So I thought if you're doing something all night too, I might as well go with you." And she says, That's the secret I'll share." She kind of like has a playful little wink. She goes like, "I don't sleep."
BRB.
You'll
Leo.
take a moment and consider this. And I'll say, look, the problems I've dealt with and am still dealing with will rear their ugly head one way or another. But if you want, Damien will pull out the book. You can give this a read tonight. I'm about halfway through. It's doesn't have what I exactly need, but having someone else who knows these techniques might be useful.
Oh. She will if he's holding the book out to her, she'll take it carefully, of course, and then nod. She says, "If that'll help you get a night's sleep, yeah, absolutely, I can do that."
Now let's focus on the job at hand. I'm worried that something. It feels like there's a lot of. This town has a lot of tension. There's the war, the disease, the madness.
Leah, could you please check your DMs?
Will do. Very well, very well.
And don't say anything about it.
Roger.
Studios and shut the fuck. But Damien
no.
continues and he says, I just think all this tension is it's set up for something to go off big time.
She nods her agreement. She says, "Yeah, of course," and she'll either put the book away with her things, or if he intends to take it back, she doesn't stop him or anything. But presumably, if he handed it to her, she'll put it securely with her things and say, "Yeah, let's go meet with the cleric and go from there." And then she'll be happy to approach dear. I'm gonna call her Glinda again. I mean, she could be the Wicked Witch of the West. I think her name was Glinda.
No, Glinda Good Witch is the northern witch.
Oh, Good Witch. Glinda Good Witch. That would make sense. And as we enter, Alia seems to be. She's kind of gonna take the lead on the interactions, at least introducing them. She seems mindful that Damien sure fucking looks tired. Especially if he's down in anima. Did you say he's down 2 anima right now?
Yes, I have 2 anima boxes checked off.
Yeah.
1 more, and I think I get a
Consequence.
Yeah, consequence.
Yeah.
Your head
She's gonna
throbs and your vision is very slightly blurred.
She she kind of tries to lighten the load for him as best she can in the meantime, and we'll go to the doctor, to the village cleric, clinician.
Please check your thing again, Sharky.
Mm-hmm. Did do. I see it.
Good. You may
Reflect
react
that
to it
bridge
if
when
you
we get to
want.
it. Her
Okay.
her reaction, yeah, something. It's something she ignores. I don't think there's anything outwardly other than something she'll talk about later. Something's happened. She stops only a moment to consider something that's happened, but she'll just move along. She's got shit to do right
Okay.
now.
All right. You once again return to the clinic and find Glennis sitting in a rocking chair outside, knitting as she was yesterday. Click clack of some knitting needles.
She's Alia's happy to say good morning. I think we're up relatively early. I mean, obviously the village is awake, but
Well, good morning.
good morning. And then how old is this woman, by the way? Does she look really quite old, or is she just middle-aged, or?
Probably mid-late 30s.
Oh, okay. I was gonna have to say hi, Granny, but I don't think she would. That sounds.
Hi there, Meemaw.
She is not a granny, that is for sure.
Which is too bad, because that'd be cute. She says, "Hello, I did it," and then she holds out the blanket, and it's a perfectly serviceable blanket with a tiny blackbird in the corner.
Oh dear, you went very quickly, and you even managed to add your own flair to it. It's like she has that, like, oh, it's so cute. Looking at it, like, oh, the stitching. Oh, just. Are you sure you don't want to stay here and help me? You
There's a
clearly
beaming
have their
smile on her
hands.
face, but then she says, important work and all that. But Maybe when I retire.
It's also important to keep people healthy.
That's so true. She looks at Damien. It's so true. But we'll look to Damien again and then look back and say, well, we're here to follow up on additional work, of course. Have any of your patients recovered enough to speak so far?
Oh, well, Matthew wandered out sometime last night. I'm guessing he's recovered well enough.
Was Matthew the one who was here when we first arrived, or was
Okay.
he the guy we brought here?
The one who was here when you first arrived.
Okay, so that was Matthew, and he's feeling better. And the
And,
second guy?
Yep. The second guy, Eric, is still here. He's not feeling too well, so I figure a couple days off of work to ensure that nothing is going to turn into a worse problem, and to make sure that he takes his medicine because he's always been terrible, terrible, terrible with bitter flavors.
And maybe we should talk to him while we have the chance. Do you know where Matthew would have gone? Home? Tavern? Probably not the tavern. They were closed last night, and he didn't show up while we were there.
Well, if he's not at the tavern by now, he's probably, I don't know, sleeping in the grass, picking a fight with somebody. I half expect he'll be back by sundown.
Hashtag just drunk person things.
Yeah, we'll hope
It's
not.
a terrible
but,
thing. Don't let the drink take you, children.
Can we have
You're
a word with Eric
children,
in the
right?
meantime?
You look very young.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah, she is quite young, but she doesn't. She's like, oh yes, let's go in, Damien. Let's see if we can't talk to Eric.
Damien, as he walks in, does he the Eric fellow, he last time you said his swelling was so bad he couldn't really talk. Has that gone down any?
The swelling has definitely gone down. Now it looks more like it's settled into some deep, deep bruises.
Yeah, did you see that woman? Probably rather get kicked by a horse than take another face full of fists from her. Goddamn.
Yeah, he still looks really fricked up. But he definitely not like a big sack of potatoes for a face anymore.
That's all lumpy.
Damien will turn to the lady and say, listen, we've been noticing there's all us people out today. Do you know if today's like a holiday, or if some people, maybe there's like a festival last night, or like a drink, like a bar had like maybe a deal, like a hay penny shot or something like.
No, I don't think there was anything going on that I know of. Maybe a private party or something. They don't let me go to those because they say that I'm too naggy about certain things.
Ah, yes. Not listening
Speaking
to your
of,
doctor.
you smell terribly of smoke. Would you like something to deal with that? You know, bad smells can make you incredibly sick.
You know, maybe on the way out. And then he'll turn to the Eric guy. Is he awake?
Oh, I'll get something prepared for you. He's awake. He's kind of just laying there, looking bored.
Yeah, Damien will approach.
All you follows.
He'll pull up a chair and kind of sit next to him. Excuse me,
Flash
sir.
your badge.
I don't know if you will remember us, but we were here yesterday when you initially got hurt.
Were you? I couldn't see nothing very good.
Yes, I brought you here after what initially happened, but you do remember it. It's just
Oh, I
sleep.
remember it. As you don't forget a beating from Bernice like that. No.
Bernice, that's her name.
Yeah, I bet
That's my
gonna be
future
okay.
wife's name. I see. Yes.
Yeah.
You might have to fight me for that one.
Speaking of, you have had feelings for the woman?
Well, I don't know if I'd say I had feelings, but
Whatever, step on me.
Right, got it.
I can't say I'm too upset at her, honestly.
You know, also on that note, has she ever struck you before? Has she ever threatened you like this before?
All the time, but that's just kind of the person she is.
Right, she's never got on top of you and beat you into the pavement.
Oh, I wish she had.
Right, anyway,
Christ.
He's reminiscing. This isn't trauma for him. This is reminiscing.
What a woman.
She beat the dog
an
shit
end.
out of me.
He's just like me, for real, for real.
I have to say, she did go easy on me, though. I've seen what she's done to some people.
Alright, so you'd say it's a proportional response to if she did hear something extremely rude and crass.
I don't know if she heard anything rude or crass.
But if she did, it's
Oh, if she
within her
did, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
Mm.
Why did she beat you?
I'm not too sure. You know, I said she was looking nice today as we passed by, and
And is that something you said before to her, and she's not reacted like this?
oh, once or twice. She didn't hit me this hard, though.
More of a slap.
Did you say that she looked nice, or did you say that, like, you wanted to butter her buns or something? What were your exact words? They matter.
I said, yeah. He's sitting there thinking, he starts rubbing his temples and then stops, because, like, bruises, frick. Like, I'm pretty sure I said something like, wow, Bernice, you look like a bundle of spring flowers today.
I'd have
Right.
considered hitting him, she says.
But that's not crass enough for you to not even want to utter it to someone else, right?
Well, I thought it was quite the compliment.
Right. That's so. This Bernice girl and her family, right? Do you know of anyone that they know or family friends that they might have that have gotten sick recently?
Don't think so. Her family's pretty hardy, so they don't. If they do get sick, they're not telling anybody.
Aaliyah looks to Damien and says, should we tell him what she said?
I think now's the good time for that. But one more thing before we do. What do you know about this Matthew fella?
The drunk. Yeah, he causes a lot of problems. He keeps stealing fruit, for one, but we kind of let him get away with it because, you know.
Is he hungry? Does he not have a job or food?
He does the odd job here and there.
Right, but not enough.
Not well.
We were told a little bit about what happened to him. If you want a quick recap, Damien.
I'm just seeing if this guy has any other any other like rumors or anything about him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, it seems like that's what everyone says about him.
At this point, Glennis comes by from behind and hands this man a cup of tea, which he groans and like starts choking it back. And she also hands you a cup of tea, Damien.
Damien will take it and nod in appreciation and take a sip.
I didn't know that was what that was going to do. Sorry for the weird
It
roll.
is. It is bitter. Very, very bitter.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Oh, that's a sign. That's a sign that it's working. Drink some more. Come on. Full cup.
He'll grimace, but he'll finish it.
She gives you a pat on the back as you finish. Takes the cup, waddles off, humming to herself.
You know that like
How did
that like kind of mouth clearing that you do after you drink a bunch of NyQuil in one go.
how did you do that without making a face, man? This stuff is awful. And the man with the broken nose pinches his nose as he drinks it, groaning through the whole process.
Yeah, I bet it hurts.
Oh, better than the taste.
Well, listen. The reason that she said that she did this is because she heard you say something so crass and vile that she refused to repeat it. And when we asked the people around who saw the fight, the people who said they heard you say that crass thing, they also refused to repeat it.
He looks confused. I'd never say anything bad about Bernice. Like, firstly, I wouldn't want what would come from me if I did, but I'd never have anything bad to say about her other than, well, never mind.
Right, better keep it there. Listen, I believe you. And then I'd
I
like to
don't.
make it, and then I'd like.
Oh.
And
She
then
doesn't
I'd
say
like to
anything
make-
then. If Damien looks at her first, she doesn't say anything, but she's got like a I don't.
Can I,
Are you doing
can I-
Damien?
Can I make an empathy check to see if this guy's like being as
Yeah.
genuine as possible? Empathy. That's really bad. I'm gonna use.
You don't need to.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
1.
This guy. Oh, 1 second. Ugh. All right. So this guy, from you talking to him at this point, firstly, he's clearly. You're pretty sure he's concussed because he seems kind of drowsy, right? And that plus how he's acting, you're pretty sure he's the kind of person that wears their heart on their sleeve. He's telling the whole truth as far as he is aware. Like, this is what he believes.
Damien kind of says, one more thing before we go is, have you heard about people getting sick and leaving the town? On our way in, we passed by some people who said they're from here and that there's a disease.
Oh, the only people that left recently were the cheesemongers.
Cheese.
They made some really good cheese, you know? It's sad to see them go, but know.
Daydreams about cheese and cigarettes. All right. Keep an eye out for any others with that sort of. I guess. Rather than that, he says, "Do you know anyone who's close to that family? Might have had some interactions."
Oh, everyone talked to them. Like I said, they made the best cheese, man. A little expensive, but
Were they from here?
Ev-
Aaliyah asks, or did they move into town?
they moved in when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. Well, then we would say they were from here, but she doesn't correct them too much. She's like, okay.
I don't think I'm going to be seeing too much. I think I'm going to stay here for at least a few days.
Well,
My face don't feel right. Do I still have a winning smile? And he clearly tries to smile, but like half of his face is still like really fricked up.
how many of his teeth does he still have left?
He still has most of his teeth, but he definitely lost a few. His lips are split, and one of his eyes is like not swollen closed, but clearly, he's injured, so it's closed, and the other has like burst blood vessels. His face is bruised. He's got both of his eyes are black.
You got hit
His
by a
nose
brick.
is a little crooked now.
You look absolutely peaches, she says.
Oh, sweet. I was worried,
You should be.
Well, you get some rest. And Damien will stand up, look to Aaliyah and go, "I think we've gotten all we can out of him."
He nods in agreement. Thank you, Eric. Have a good rest and be nice to Bernice, I suppose.
I'm always nice to Bernice. She's wonderful. A bit hot-headed, but wonderful.
Well,
Oh,
we're
if
gonna
you
go
guys
speak
see
to
her, could you-
next. Uh-huh.
If you guys see her, could you tell her I didn't mean anything bad? I just want
Damien says, "Maybe it's better if you make that apology."
No, I don't know if she's gonna be happy to see me again anytime soon. If that's what she thought, if she said I thought something bad,
You could always write a letter. And Damien will stand up and begin to exit.
But I don't know how to write. If she can't read,
Oh, well, that's a
No.
bigger problem than him not knowing how to write.
They're just villagers.
you remember, Damien, that honestly, that's kind of normal.
Yeah.
The public education system isn't.
Damien still leaves that as a suggestion in hopes that maybe he learns.
He's sitting there looking confused.
Lawrence doesn't know how to write or read either.
Do you also leave,
Dumbass.
Aaliyah?
Pets been
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. Leah will
As-
also join him leaving.
As you're both leaving, Glennis tries to give Damien especially like this really large pouch of herbs, but you as well, Aaliyah, but it's just a little smaller. It's like, you need to drink this every day. It'll keep you healthy. Prevent the bad air from getting to you. And Mr. What was your name again?
Is she pointing to me?
Yeah, she's pointing to you.
You can just call me Damien. No mister.
Mr. Damien, you need to have at least one with every meal. That's 3 times a day. and ensure that you are eating bread alongside it. It's important.
Even kind of laughs at the 3 times per day. Great.
She
I
gives you a bit of a hard tap on the head. And waggles her finger at you. 3 a day.
3 a day.
Aaliyah
With
says,
bread.
I'll make sure he drinks it.
Good lass. Now off you go. You've got things to do. Go, go. Shoot, shoot.
Then, yeah, Damien exits.
Aaliyah follows.
All
and
right.
Puts her herb in her pocket. And it's kind of like, "Whoa." Well, hopefully she seems sweet. I like her.
I
You'll love the bodies in her basement.
wonder if people think that she can't heal them, and that's why they're leaving.
Well, we'll have to find out. See what we know more. If we can find out more about the cheesemongers, maybe we can visit them. I mean, Florence said that he could break into somebody's house. If the cheesemongers left and nobody else really did, then what did they know? Maybe there's something there.
I think
But-
that's maybe, yeah, that's what we can do after we meet up.
Yeah. She says, I think one last stop we should do before we meet up with the others is Bernice. Let's go see what she has to say.
So, firstly, where were you all going to meet up?
Back at the tavern.
Is that the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're
So,
on our. Oh, good.
you two start going towards the farriers, whereas everyone else, you get back to the tavern at, approximately the same time, but with no Damien or Aaliyah. And I have to step away for another few moments. So if you would all please interact, entertain the folks, be yourselves, talk amongst yourselves, have an orgy, but keep it Twitch safe, whatever.
Woo.
BRB.
Boxers stay on. Got it.
So we're all met up again. Is that the deal?
Other than
the three of
You
us
Aaliyah,
all
are.
are. Yeah.
other than Aaliyah and Damien, we are, yeah.
Okay. So, well, shoot, I guess we should chat, right?
If you want to.
Florence, he
Or orgy.
saunters
Or
back.
orgy. She did say that's okay.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Shark
I get
perking
to go
up,
first.
interested.
Then we'll roll dice for the rest. We could play like Orgy Twister. We'll spin a little dial.
No, Betty's the bottom. Get him.
What goes where? It'll be fun.
Orgy Twister sounds like a game made by the fucking Cinnabites.
Ah, yes, hook clamp goes here.
Right hand butthole.
Jacob's Ladder, my favorite. And I hope everyone knows what that is at least.
Nope. Degenerate.
Oh boy. Oh, you're gonna learn.
Yeah. So,
Ugh.
it occurs to me, Icaros says, that the refugees that we encountered outside of the city may not have been refugees, as it were. If they were the cheesemongers, which, fine. They told us that they were fleeing from some sort of plague or the like. But the guards...
Hey, Icar-
Hmm,
I just had a really weird thought all of a sudden.
proceed.
So they said the cheesemongers smelled really foul, didn't they?
Said that the cheesemongers, or rather the cheese that one of them made, smelled very similar to their grandmother who was suffering from a sickness, which isn't odd.
But when we went past them, they didn't smell.
Not that we could detect.
And they said the town was sick and that there was plague, but we found no plague.
That was what I was getting at. Either the guards are lying, or they were lying.
I don't think either of them are lying. I don't think they know better. I think everything is being perceived wrong.
Everyone hydrate, please. Drink water.
Sip, sip.
So, Aries, when can I do my lore roll?
Oh, yeah, you can do your lore roll now.
Yeah, thank you.
Like 6 lore rolls, it's fine.
You get 1.
Come on, it's been a while, like 2.
It's reading a book, and it's been like half an hour.
Isn't it also
you know,
a book that he wrote himself?
It's a book I wrote with the notes and stories of my parents, who were hunters.
Oh.
I'm also actually gonna use one of my fate points to get my occult calls to me aspect, and just give myself a +2.
So a 7.
Yeah.
A legendary success.
I want knowledge.
Happens your parents were in this specific area. Uh-oh.
Oh. The bird has been abducted.
That like he just got fucking snatched.
A larger bird snatches Avatea off of Icarus' soldier, and he's never seen again. Oh god!
Giant fucking osprey.
Well,
Avatea is a small being.
yeah.
That's true.
Does everyone
obliterate.
want to
I'd
know a
obliterate.
bird fun fact?
Yes, I do want to know one.
Yes.
please.
Ospreys not only mate for life, they also do a thing called a lover's dive, where they grab onto the talons of their mate and spin in the air until they reach the ground and then fly off.
Yeah, I've seen that. It looks crazy, like spin around.
Yeah.
Avatea better be careful then. That sounds like he's in for a rough one.
There was a pair of male bald eagles that were mate bonded for life, and what they would do is they would find another breeding pair that had chicks,
Oh.
and then they would just attack them and then bully them out of their own nest, and then they'd raise the chicks. Or sometimes they would welcome in a female bald eagle into their nests to join the polycule, and then as soon as she laid her eggs, they would kick her out. And these guys have like raised 30 chicks or something to adulthood. It's kind of crazy. Like for being 2 males, they're actually very highly efficient. More efficient than most.
This is the gay agenda.
This
gonna
is
say,
the
this is-
agenda.
This is the reason they're so afraid of us.
Yeah. Like oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gays are gonna open straight conversion camps.
There is that one group that did a skit.
Where's your skirt, Scoldger?
Perhaps
I better see you failing that DMV test 3 times in a row.
And we are back in general.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
You got bird snatched like immediately too. That was crazy.
I was deep in the book. I had to learn.
Now's the perfect time to tell the class what you learned.
So
Still
Avatea
perched on my
is gonna
shoulder.
kind of like put the book down a little bit, kind of put their hands together, take a breath in, and just go, does anyone know how to exercise the whole town?
I'm so upset Ushas isn't here to call you a slur.
I don't think that we... I think we could put something like that together, yes. I'm assuming that you have come across some information.
Yeah. So it's nothing concrete, and I'm kind of putting some notes here and there together of a few different things. But I'm beginning to believe there is some form of a possession going on. Something is dominating the wills and peeking through, and that is affecting how people are perceiving things and what's actually happening. So that's kind of there, but if I look a little further in the book and I look towards some other things, kind of vaguely related to possessions, a symptom of violent outbursts, it could be a few things, but the good and the nuclear solution for that is we just do some exorcisms.
We can't exercise door to door, and we don't have any specialists other than yourself, I suppose.
Oh,
Oh, Momo?
we lost a Damien.
No.
No.
Oh no.
No.
The bird came back.
No, 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 no. No, no.
For now, tell us what you know, and we're going to catch up to our friends. I'm betting that they've already headed towards Bernice, the farrier.
Meta.
Not meta.
Meta knowledge.
She is guessing. She's flat out guessing. She is surmising. She's assuming.
As far as things I know, I mean I still have more to go over and still looking. Of course, again, nothing here is it's XYZ, so it's guaranteed this, but if we go and exercise someone, we'll probably figure out better.
Do you have anything that would help us perceive such an agent? So that we can more easily identify it?
I would imagine something like that would exist, but on the top of my head, no.
Hmm.
And with that, we are going to move back to Damien and Aaliyah for a short time,
Dun dun.
as you are going to the farriers. Yes?
Mode.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing the mugging.
Yeah. Are you mugging or mogging?
I don't know. Is one better than the other?
Damien is getting mocked by everyone else because he looks like shit.
Nah, he's handsome. We're good to go.
Handsome.
So, you go to the farriers. It is essentially a house with a big open, work area / small stable next to it, or attached more accurately. And you're hearing some tink, 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 and there's some horses milling about.
Orms.
All right, so I am an ignorant shark. Ushas would know the answer, probably, but for those of us in class who do not, what is a farrier?
Horseshoes.
A farrier is someone who makes they do horseshoes, but they also do saddles and stuff. They make the things that you need to have a horse as an animal to
Horse
ride
people.
or to do work.
Okay, so they're making horses and horse accessories over here. Got you.
Yes.
Got you.
Horse and horse accessories. Indeed.
Hmm.
I like that.
I didn't know.
Even
Don't make
better.
fun of me.
They're
I'm a city
horsers.
shark. Horsers.
No.
So you are correct,
Everyone takes
Nom.
one stress.
You have a farrier and a farrier.
Let's go.
But there are no ferries for a farrier to ferry people. So instead, we have a horse that it needs to be ferried by a farrier.
Anyway,
Y'all just trying to confuse
You-
me now. I'm so sad. Sorry, go on.
so there is one older person, an older lady built as the saying goes, a brick shithouse. Matched by a young man, also built like a brick shithouse. And then Bernice, who aforementioned, is built like a brick shithouse. Now,
Chainsaw brick.
House.
the older one is sitting in front of a forge, working some steel and some coal. The guy is milling around, seemingly looking at or tending to some saddles that are on the walls. And Bernice, as you are walking up, is currently trimming a horse's hoof.
I think as we meet up with Bernice, Aaliyah will be a little bit more enthusiastic about going first. She recalls the conversation. She was the one yesterday who had kind of taken on herself to calm her down. I believe, if I recall, was she the target of my spell, or was it someone else she targeted with her spell? Do you recall offhand? It was so long ago.
I do not recall offhand. Oh wait, no, it was her. You used it on her to calm her.
Cool, yeah. So she's pretty happy to go up. Now, is Bernice in a position where Aaliyah could just walk up and say hi, or is it like, is there like a merchant table or something in the way? Is there something that stops her from doing that?
No, there's nothing stopping you. She is just sitting there with she is like at the back end of a horse with its hoof pulled up between her legs, and she's using what looks like big freaking bolt cutters on its hoof.
Sounds about right.
I suppose so. That sounds horrifying to me, but I'm a city shark. I don't know.
Snail trimmers.
She knows. She knows what's going on. Ushas, and she, good morning, Bernice, she says as she does just that.
Fun fact, they still use about the same tools these days, too. They're giant nail clippers. That's because horses' legs are basically fingers.
She looks up at you and gives you kind of a grumpy face look.
Remember us? Remember me? Smiles?
Yeah, I remember you.
Look, we're not here to fully interrupt your day, but we just need to ask a couple of questions.
I said I'd
Then
be
you
back.
better ask them. And the horse kind of gets a little antsy at you all walking up behind it. And it starts moving and jerking its leg.
Oh,
I'm not going behind it. Ushas does not walk up behind it. But
if she needs just like a couple more minutes to just finish up what she's doing, we can wait that.
She seems unperturbed and just grabs the hoof, readjusts it, and then thumps the horse with her shoulder, and the horse stops moving.
God damn.
So, I understand it is not something that you'd like to repeat or there in the open. I get it. I'm not going to ask that of you. But what I will ask is if you are 100% sure it was his voice coming from him. Were you looking at him when you saw him say it? Was he out of your field of vision, or did you watch him say this thing?
The crunch of horse hoof being snipped off. She kind of throws the piece at you. He didn't say nothing. Or, no, not that. Sorry. I weren't looking at him. He said what he said. I know it were him.
Aaliyah says, we just came back from seeing him, and you sure cleaned his clock, she says, and kind of describes his appearance of just kind of being like, yeah, he's not going to say it again. If that's what happened, you sure taught him a lesson.
Got off easy if you ask me.
He sure did. How does Leah put this? Actually, I don't know that there's much else to be said about this. But it sounds like she's saying more or less exactly the same thing she said yesterday, and she kind of turns to Damien and tells him as much, basically saying, well, it seems like everything's okay here, but I don't think there's any new information to be gained after all.
And Damien kind of looks over and says, well, Perhaps, but I do want you to understand that, according to this man, he does not remember saying anything to you. Now, that could be the concussion.
Mm,
You could just be lying, Aaliyah
Could
says
just be
quietly.
lying. But according to him, he has no recollection of saying anything. So, if... And I'm not questioning whether he did or didn't. But... is this... Just with that in mind, has he ever said anything this crass before?
No, he hasn't. But been looking at me all weird lately.
Right. So, it's not like...
The older guy comes up, kind of just gives you both a nod of greeting, holding a really hot horseshoe and a pair of long tongs.
oh.
Kind of blocks your view. As you were assaulted with the lovely smell of smoke and burning hair.
Oh. Why is this man holding this thing up to us? What's he doing?
As the...
They're shoeing a horse.
He's not holding it up to you.
yeah, as the...
Oh, he's
as
not holding
the-
it. I thought you. Okay.
as the horse gets shoes on. As the horse
Uh-huh.
laces up.
Some fresh Air Jordans, yeah.
Some chucks.
Mm,
Air Joys.
I kind of say, well, another question. When was the last time you interacted with the cheesemongers?
Good question.
Not one for cheese myself. Prefer something more meaty.
Did the
That's crazy.
Is
She's a
the-
villain.
does the older man or woman say anything?
The older man kind of grumbles. Is like, gotta eat more than just meat. But it's more of an under his breath, not actually directed at her.
Right. I meant, do they say anything if they've been to the cheesemongers or not?
The older man doesn't. He assumes that you're not talking to him, and he's kind of focused on, doing his thing.
worms.
Then Damien will
Horns.
turn and address the question to the older people. And have you been to them recently for supplies or whatever else they might have?
You said this to the older person?
To both of the older people. He's kind of looking in both of the directions and kind of making gestures
Well-
towards both of them.
One is like Bernice's age. The other guy is old.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, he'll
Old, old
address it to the other man and woman.
The other one, who is Bernice's age, he says, "No, I don't eat cheese. Makes my
Also
tummy
villain.
angry."
These people are all villains.
They might be lactose
No, it wasn't the
intolerant.
older one.
Right.
The older one-
Lactose.
Lactose intolerant.
I'm not lacking my toes. Got them right here. He points down. You now notice this person was barefoot the whole time. Dog's out.
Probably notice this person's got gout at this route, at this
Black.
rate as well.
Scurvy.
And the older one, which I think I did say was a lady, is it's like, I bought a wheel from him not too long ago.
When you went
It's
in
good
there,
cheese.
Did you see anything off or different? Or...
Oh, they were making a really big wheel of cheese, but I think that's for the event later.
event.
Well, yes, we hold a festival, and going off about festivals that are like months down the line.
I thought you meant like later today.
No.
You guys. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate your time, and if you do find anything else out about either hearing anything about the cheesemongers or if anything like this happens again, let us know.
The other two nod. Bernice is like, and you, if you see Eric, you tell him. You tell him I see him again. Or he says anything weird to me again. He'll get it worse next time.
Alia says even he said that he'd gotten it worse. He frankly said that if he'd said what people were saying he'd said, that you probably wouldn't have left him in a state to get back up out of bed.
Get back up ever.
Went easy on him for being so nice to me for so long. For him to say that out of nowhere. And they clearly have finished shoeing the horse, and she lets it go, gives it a smack on the butt, and it runs off.
I'll shoot your. Never mind.
Let me see. I'm wondering. Oh, I was gonna do something cool with a spell, but she wasn't there to hear what this stinky bird said about it.
Or
Nope.
how are her knuckles, by the way?
We are heading in that direction. Ko, you have a goober to kill, by the way.
I was just gonna ban that. Yep.
Go murder. I mean, her knuckles look fine. They are incredibly calloused. Like most of her hands.
Okay. And then yeah, Damien will nod at the other people and head out.
Aaliyah, do you as well?
Yeah, she might be back later. But yeah, I think she will give her a little bow and let a little full-uttered breath out as she looks at this woman's arms one more time, but then we'll follow up.
Yay.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Trips on her way out.
Do you want to beat me up too, maybe?
I can say something mean.
So, as you start walking away, and you all end up meeting up as Damien and Aaliyah are leaving. The rest of you are going there. You're pretty close to the inn by the time you end up meeting, though. Somewhere like over here.
How did the
Well, I
meeting with the
think,
farrier and the fool go?
Aaliyah shrugs. She goes, nothing else. Both of them only seem to know what they seemed to know yesterday. But, learned something interesting about a cheesemonger?
Supposedly the family that we encountered on the road was the cheesemonger family. However, they didn't identify themselves as such, and they gave a different story to the guards that they left.
Hello, yes, my name is Dave Cheesemonger of the Marinus Cheesemongers.
In this kind of time period, that's
Yeah.
not unrealistic, right? That's why
Yeah.
the names like Smith and Cobbler and shit are
Yeah.
names.
So,
Or Robin.
Hello,
fact.
my name is Dick
So, hold on.
Cheeseman.
You have activated autism. Last names only started existing around like the Industrial Age. Otherwise, people just use first names because you'd only ever interact with people from your village, right? There's only
Silence.
ever one
Birdist.
Bob. And then those last names came around when record keeping started to become actually a thing, which means they had to give a bunch of people who had never had last names, because that was kind of a noble thing, they had to give them a last name to differentiate Bob from Town A and Bob from Town B. So they gave them last names based on usually jobs or where they came from.
Listen,
Anyway.
I'm just saying that given
I'll
how
give
many
you a
people out
name.
there named Smith, there was a blacksmith out there in the past that was laying pipe. Okay, somebody made a lot of Smiths.
Or
So
there were
I
a
don't
lot of
want to.
people doing Smith.
I don't want to brag, but the meaning of my last name means very masculine man.
Whatever you
that.
say, Florence.
Yeah, I'm very. No, I meant my real name.
Yeah, babe.
Okay, Catboy.
Why
Shakespeare.
did you go?
Shakespeare.
Why did you go
That's
Austin Powers there?
My
Aw.
family's name is Pussy Slayer, which is weird, but you know, it's just how it is.
Why did they kill cats?
I don't have to answer that question.
Yeah, you
I
do.
can't.
Make him.
Oh my
you know-
god.
I think mine was kind of fitting, because in a different language, it is one of the words for androgyny.
Fitting. You'd say.
Daughter of Alexander.
Damien says, I will say one thing we did confirm was
Are we back together?
there was no
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, you're all back together.
is that she didn't see him do it. She only heard him. Means if this is a hallucination caused by some sort of sickness, it's only auditory, as we know so far.
And he said something completely different from what he was saying.
He just gave her a normal compliment, according to him.
Did you communicate that to her? Did it seem to confuse her?
Well, We tried.
She seemed that she's still caught up in her anger about it.
she's more of just a on her sleeves woman. Aaliyah says, you know, she says things as she perceived them, and she's gonna stand by it. Not the kind of woman that seems like she's interested in sitting around discussing it, as it were.
Wistful sigh
Ava-
from Aaliyah.
Avatea is also kind of gonna like click their book close, kind of put the lock on, and be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, important information for you two. Town's possessed."
Moon sounded.
Well, she says, that was part of the question, is everything we've been hearing. I mean, like, you know, with the family, we heard something about a plague, something about madness, but whatever's happening is clearly individual. The people at large, the population, aren't talking about something happening, but we're seeing instances of individuals doing something strange. Maybe we're dealing with a single entity that's just, you know, screwing with people. An exorcism, I don't. Well, no, she might know the difference. She's got points in a cult. She'll go to more to what Avatea said, but to finish her thought, she says it might be a single entity that's screwing with people and maybe just moving from person to person doing those kinds of things. Now, when you say so flatly that the town is possessed, I mean, the extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. What do you mean?
There may be, Ikaros says. So, first, two things. There may be traces where this happened. We should investigate in a more esoteric manner on that location to see if we can find any trace of it. Likewise, if this village is currently preparing for war against another, there is a decent chance that whatever is causing this provoked that war as well, if it can influence communication such.
When I say
Avatea.
when I say town's possessed, it is one of two scenarios. Either A, because it is not just as localized. Multiple guards said multiple things about the cheesemonger that lined up. Multiple people in the town square said things about the fight that were all varying. It's not just individual, it's kind of localized. So either we're dealing with one thing that is horrifyingly powerful in that it can affect multiple people at once, which that's a nightmare of its own, or it's a bunch of small possession. Could be either or. I lean towards possessing cult.
Mine's kind of sorry.
Ding. Ding.
It's 12 o'clock.
You hear a bell tolling at the center of the market / town square. People around you going about their jobs, hear it as well, and seem to like quickly wrap up what they're doing and start heading there.
I think we just got a new clue.
Maybe so. Actually, before we head off, I do want to share a few of my own clues. So I talked to somebody in town who pays attention to things, and I have learned 3 things. 1, the monastery has suffered a major death very, very recently. Someone very important. Apparently, he has been taken off to be interred as a relic, or at least turned into relics, as I understand it. 3 or 2 rather. What was it? That's a good thing that I have all these notes.
Good. Take notes.
Somebody who
But you
demanded
definitely have.
anonymity. Someone who demanded anonymity bought several dark red leather books, well made, from a fence at what could only be a highway robbery prices, I'm just going to assume. And then 3, somebody who looks like me, but with a bit of a belly, apparently bought some kind of brass gadget device, like a mechanical one, like clockmaker stuff. Apparently it was complicated, but I don't know their name. So I think the people with the books could possibly be responsible for some of this, but I'm not sure.
Cheesemonger, a dead monk, some strange brass device. I don't know that a ton of it is adding up yet, but everything does seem to be pointing. Enough paths are pointing at this cheesemonger that I think that should be the next place we go. After we see what's going on with the bell, I suppose.
Very well.
Damien has also just started booking it. Not
Oh.
running, but speed walking.
One of us is probably gonna get possessed, I fear.
Well, I think I have a better chance than most.
We might already be possessed, Aaliyah says with a smile on her face.
Ominous.
GM, while I'm heading here,
Yourself.
what does Damien know about the process of possession? Considering.
You know a good bit about it. Would you like in detail information?
Well, my main question is like, because in some fiction, things can just kind of possess you, just whenever, right? But in other fiction, there usually needs to be like a window of opportunity, right? There either needs to be like a flash of like some kind of emotion, or they need to touch something, or
Both are possible.
both are possible. Okay, cool. That was mainly what I was trying to figure out.
Both are possible. The having a catalyst or a cause or circumstance that makes it happen is the most common.
And would that make it easier, like having like a restriction like that, where like X needs to happen for Y to happen?
Yes, that's usually why it's more common. Also, hand stretch, everyone. Thank you, Sanders.
If, say, the entire town was put on edge emotionally recently by some kind of war that got declared, right? Would that be a good enough cause to have some sort of like not as like a creature that's not normally capable of possessing a whole town? Not a creature specifically, but like an entity that's like possible, not normally possible of possessing a whole town, but because either this immense tension that's in the town or because of some other reason, would this window of opportunity allow a weaker creature to possess the whole town? Is I guess what I'm asking. Or is
That
there
would
like
be incredibly That would be incredibly unlikely. Because wars get declared all the time. This is,
Business
Not
as
We
medieval,
literally
usual.
had
but-
something called the war season in spring.
So, wars are pretty common. Something like that happening would be like the biggest
There would
news.
need to be something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But let's go see what's going on with this bell then.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Ding, ding. So you
What
all
happens that
go.
everybody just gets up at once like that? Is that a church bell? Gracious. Aaliyah's curious.
Let's take a look.
So the bell is coming from the center of the town square. What'd you
Let's
say,
go.
Avatar?
Avatar's like, I'm terrified.
He's fine. You go to the town square amidst a crowd of what is very clearly the entirety of the town. And in this, like, wooden podium that has been erected in the center, it's like it's a stage, so that people can clearly see the people on top of it. And the people on top of it are someone wearing a tabard over some very light plate armor. A balding man. In this person is a balding man with a crooked nose and a grumpy face, as well as a couple of larger townsfolk holding a young child by the arms as everyone gathers.
Icaros, after seeing everyone gathering together like this, gets both Aaliyah and Avatea's attention and says, if one of you is able to try and locate some sort of influence or whatnot, this may be one of the best samples you could get.
Ooh.
You're in the middle of the crowd, which is gathering, there's murmuring going on, like, what's happening? This is like, you catch whispers of like, well, we haven't had something, they haven't called everyone to the town square in quite a while. What's going on? I don't know. What are they doing? Like, it's clearly this is like a not super common occurrence, and that it is big news.
Big news. Do they recognize this fellow who's at the center with the crooked nose and the mean face?
They seem to.
Do I get a name?
Roll notice. See if you can hear over the cacophony of conversation.
Notice. I will spend a fate point to reroll that.
Okay. Also, sorry, I lied. This person is of, they are definitely like late 30s, early 40s, but they are more accurately of indeterminate sex.
So,
Apologies.
you said a man in a tabard and whatnot, armed and armored. Who else is on the stage? Well, damn.
A person in the tavern. A person of indeterminate sex in the tavern. And then, two clearly townsfolk. And a child about maybe just starting their teen years, maybe.
Well, I rolled a 4 plus 1. So 5.
Pretty heroically unlikely with these dice. Well done.
Yeah.
So, you do hear, it's like, Engel hasn't had any news for us lately. This has to be important. It's probably about the war, I mean, why else would the captain of the watch be calling everyone to the town square,
So I get that they're the captain of the watch, and this Engel fella. It's
Yes.
Engel person. Yes. Okay.
It's an Engel person.
Also, while this is going on, can I have a occult lore to see if I determine any influence that is occultish?
Roll the cult lore?
I will do a similar roll afterwards, but not the same roll, so I'll wait.
So the knowledge that the thing that pops into your mind, Avatea, is that, I mean, when occultish things are happening, grouping people together is usually the way to go.
Was Avatea trying to like use that occult lore to try and do something magic-y to figure something out?
No, just going off like knowledge and intuition to be like, hey, do I see any signs of the possession? Do I like anything tangible?
He casts mass vibe check.
Mass vibe check.
The vibes are, I mean, when you're doing occult stuff, big groups getting together is usually one of the things that happens. Shrug.
This
Aaliyah?
kind of mumbles. I'm not getting a good feeling from this.
No.
Aaliyah, kind of, Icaros had made that statement, maybe while this is happening, why don't you, have a look. She kind of steps a little bit more behind this absolute wall of a woman, and she begins to cast a spell. I will use a fate point to use a stunt called...
You don't have to use a fate point.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it says.
Well, no, it says, yeah, pay a fate point. Casting a spell makes no indication that you are casting it.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. All right.
Mhm.
Subtle spell.
All right.
Exactly, it is a subtle spell.
So you pay your fate point, and what spell are you casting?
She is going to use her magic to do the same thing that we did during our pre-session, or like our vibe session or something like that, wherein she's trying to magically sense a source. You could say, or the way she might describe it, as she cuts a sigil into her hand. This, well, nobody notices that because she subtle spelled it, but I think Icaros is the only one who's seen her use this ability, and even that was like a fictional or like future thing. Anyway, point is she's feeling. She's using her blood magic to see, like, is anybody else using magic here? Am I smelling a source? Am I seeing a hole in between places?
Roll your
What she's
magic.
after. She'll roll her magic. Goodaloot. Oh, that's not super great. And then I will be using another fate point to give myself a +2 on that check for your magic runs through your veins. Is her
Right.
aspect.
If it matters. Because you can figure out whether or not it'll actually matter after Ares actually gives you your answer.
Exactly.
It'll matter.
It'll matter? Then yeah, I will. 2 points for a single ability. Gosh.
Could be critical though.
In this case, you notice that there is no magic currently happening right now here. You are sure that there is no magic happening here right now.
Hmm.
Florence elbows Icaros. I'm sorry. Thought it was done.
Look, go ahead as she's doing this. Yeah, what is Florence doing?
He kind of elbows Icaros, and he kind of, mumbles. He says, if this is a cult, as the Birdman says, then we should be careful not to be lynched.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, as Aaliyah comes back around, it takes her only, a moment to do the spell, especially because absolutely nothing happens right away. She kind of takes a white cloth and wipes her hands, and it's dramatically stained quite red, but her hand has no wound on it. Woo! And she says that as well to the party, and says, if there is anything magical or occultish happening right
Not
now,
this.
it's not bothering the weave. Cheerfers.
The weave.
That's better.
Florence says ignorantly.
Yeah, Aaliyah kind of like sticks a guitar. It's how I was told. There's something underneath everything, like a weave. We're all walking on a spider's web.
You spook.
She says, almost.
You spook Florence, and he kicks you like a horse.
Oh no! Says everybody's in a spider's web, absolutely tangled in it, and most of you are helpless to it, waiting for something to come and eat you. But people like me who are struggling against the weave cause it to pluck and pull, and that's what we can feel.
Oh my god. Whenever, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just playing my character, Shark Hug. When she
Could you
says
have
that
said
people
anything
like
more
me
ominous?
are struggling against the weave, Florence rolls his eyes. Is like, oh, so it's hocus pocus stuff, huh?
I don't know what you're apologizing to me. That's fantastic reaction. Like, yeah, do that. More of that. Roleplay. And Aaliyah, like, sees the eye roll and she kind of like, you know what? She is a little bit shit-eating it. She has a bit of a precious expression. She's like, yes. It's
Icaros
hocus pocus.
also hears it, and she looks down at Aaliyah and says, "With respect, could you have said anything less ominous in response to that?"
I can only say
Well, how
what my
come-
father said it was. I don't know. She looks a little bit
So-
helpless, a little bit just like, I don't know. I call a rose a rose. I don't care what you call it. That's what it is.
They had a flair for the dramatic, Icaros says.
So, can you weave us up an answer here, or what?
She says, I'm tangled up in the web as well. I'm not the spider.
Oh,
Narrator that the party's aware of.
I see. I think. I don't know. Anyway. Hope you
Either
can
way,
fix-
she says, I can't feel it. If nothing's happening, then no, I can't. She says, if I could feel something, then I could probably find it, and maybe we could do something about it. But my point is that nobody here is fucking with it except me. Well, she wouldn't say fucking with it, because she's a sweet beach. Because nobody's bothering the weave than me right now.
Bernard, the village
He's like stroking
steward,
his chin. He doesn't really get it.
climbs up onto the stage as well. And at this point, the Engel, the captain of the guard, says, People, quiet. A moment of your time, please. The village hushes.
Icaros towering over all the peasants.
There's a few people that are as tall as you, it grows.
Nice.
Not many, but a few.
Aaliyah, like, carefully, like, not disrespectfully, but, like, steps up onto, like, Icaros's boot to, like, also see a little bit better. She, like, hoists herself up a little bit.
You can see well enough. They're on a platform that is raised a good 3 or 4 feet.
Icaros takes a
okay.
knee, slides her up under Aaliyah, and then picks her up.
Yes! Uppies, let's go!
Engel looks around the crowd, letting the silence settle for a moment. We have been beset upon by people who follow the darkness that works against the light. And to this end, we have found an agent of theirs, seeking to dim the light that we all have within us.
Orange kind
Sort of
grabs Icarus's
gestures.
arm silently.
The 2 villagers bring
Yes.
forward the kid. This poor child has been corrupted beyond saving, has
Oh my
acted
God.
against all of us. And thus there is but one thing to do.
Icaros begins to
Hey,
move through
can
the
I-
crowd.
Yeah, Florence is literally about to look at the party and be like, we're not letting them fucking lynch the child, right?
Icaros begins to move through the crowd.
Oh.
Florence follows right behind. Like, he's moving like a unit.
A simple gallows is being raised as this speech is happening
Oh,
behind the
hell no.
platform.
Oh, shit.
Aaliyah,
We might get
Aaliyah-
lynched, y'all.
Aaliyah looks to Damien. Watching as Icaros and everybody else leaves, Aaliyah looks to see what is Damien doing as Icaros and Florence walk forward.
I'm sorry.
Damien BRB'd a few minutes. So we'll
Oh.
take a second to wait.
Okay. Aries, how much authority do we have as hunters?
Are we like
Not
inquisitors?
as much as
of,
you're hoping for.
Yeah, I kind
Oh
of
no. I was hoping that
Yeah.
we were like inquisitors and we
You-
could be
Sorry,
like, stand
come back.
down, boy.
You're good. So just to answer really quick, as hunters, you are generally allowed to do your own thing and things that are in part of your investigation, but you do not have any authority yourself. You cannot affect the normal goings on without permission from the
Nice.
people doing it.
All right.
We have enough authority that
Damien?
people won't bother us, but we're not allowed to bother other people either, it seems.
Well, I think that a very good thing for us to try and do in this case would be to take custody of the child and actually evaluate them
Please hold.
ourselves.
Please hold.
Yeah.
Aaliyah, you asked Damien something. Or you were...
Yeah, Damien, did you hear what they're doing?
I heard what they're doing. I didn't hear the question.
Just that as Icaros and Florence make this very determined move forward towards the gallows and this child, Aaliyah looks to Damien to see what is he doing as those two move forward.
Damien, before they leave range of like out of earshot, Damien kind of says, "What's the plan?"
I'm afraid there's not one.
Icaros, yeah, at least as I think they mean to stop it. And that's kind of exactly what she was waiting for, is does Damien move forward with them, or is he staying back?
Damien says, "We can't fight an entire village full of soldiers."
This is all happening quickly, so
We're not planning on
Oh,
fighting
shit.
them.
What do you think they're gonna do? Do you think they're gonna sit back and say, "Please take the child"?
This child, this agent of darkness, has been found carving malicious runes into our walls, sabotaging our defenses. Surely sent by Kilpa.
Damien says, "We need a distraction if we're to get in and out of here. Because as soon as we take that child, we are not going to be welcome here any longer."
How far has Icaros managed to move at this point?
10 feet, maybe. The crowd is dense and is growing not happy with you.
Damien hands his trench coat to Aaliyah.
he takes it. Is he moving forward as well?
He is moving. He says, "I'm going to cause a distraction. You get with the others and get the child out of here."
Icaros takes a deep breath and says, like a loud, booming voice, "Make way for the hunters, please," to the crowd. Make way.
Everyone stops. Engel, the captain of the watch, looks at you, scowls slightly, and then after a moment, "Make way. Let them approach." And you are allowed to approach. The people part, letting you walk up.
You're the captain of the watch, yes?
I am.
A pleasure to meet you. I wish it would have been under better circumstances. You're saying this child is accused of carving runes and other occult markings on the walls and inside the city? Village.
Accused? No. Guilty? Yes.
By whose knowledge? We need to evaluate such a thing before we're able to execute a child.
The captain looks over to a couple of the guards who are nearby, beckons them up. They come. And it was one of the ones that you talked to not too long ago, Icaros.
She inclines her head.
I found the child carving runes into the walls along a patrol.
Whereabouts, if you don't mind?
Along the wall at opposite the gate.
She nods her head. Before we can execute a child, I would prefer if you would let our specialists take a look at it. Tensions are high with the war. We need to confirm that there is an actual occult presence here.
Florence adds in, it would be beyond essential that we be given the child as evidence at the very least.
Likewise,
The child has already been deemed guilty, has already admitted to their crimes.
Likewise, Maester Engel, whatever the presence that we have encountered in this town seems to have been able to change the way certain things are perceived. What everyone is seeing may not be what is actually is happening, and what everyone has heard may not be what has actually been heard. We need to evaluate it more carefully. Something is amiss.
And if such a thing were to be happening, who's to say that you all, strangers to our village, are not affected as well?
Because we're aware of it, we're hunters, and we're prepared to deal with it. We have
We're guided by the
specialists to
light.
evaluate.
Sorry.
She inclines
He
her head
kinda
to
like-
Florence.
We're guided by the light, guardsman. Do you doubt that?
Though you may work for the cathedral, that does not make you one of their own.
May I ask?
If you don't,
She turns to...
Avatea is gonna speak up. If you don't trust in our judgment, that is also not trusting your own countesses. We are here by the Baroness's orders, and therefore that is our jurisdiction.
Steward. The steward, who is also there, takes a step forward, and he has a bit of a sour look on his face, more so than usual. The Baroness trusts the captain of the watch and their judgment.
And trust
Even
the
if-
judgment of the cathedral as well, yes?
Yes.
Hold.
Then if her two judgments are clashing, should we not get her final say on this?
Likewise. Let us evaluate
Once
the
again-
markings ourselves.
Once again, you may be hunters, but your word is not taken as the church's word.
Damien's gonna
So
start
you
moving
mean-
to the edge of the crowd.
Florence kind of pipes up again. So you mean to deprive us of our investigatory evidence? He says, really pulling out the vocabulary deep from it in his education.
This is seemingly unrelated to your investigation, as there is no monster here. There is simply a criminal, and to interrupt legal
Florence!
proceedings of the sentencing of a criminal.
Florence like gives him like the craziest, this man is fucking insane, jerk of his head and like, furrowing of his brows. He's like, criminal offense? You mean to execute a boy for demonic rituals and you call it a criminal offense? What do you mean this is not connected? Dear sir, this is ridiculous. Of course it's connected. You basically said it was at the very beginning.
He's looking very grumpy at you, Florence.
Florence looks heated. Like his face is actually kind of red.
Let us
The
In an
whole
investigate.
idea
effort
is-
to further influence it, do either of you have a good social role we can add to this verbal conflict?
I have intimidation. Might be
Well,
better
that's-
used on the steward. Be like, I'll fucking find you later, bitch.
Icarus,
Has Damien... Oh, go ahead.
go ahead, Damien.
Has Damien made it to the edge of the crowd yet?
You're trying to leave the crowd?
Sneakily.
Sneakily. Roll stealth, if you're trying to be sneaky.
Sneaky breaky.
And you kind of blend in with the crowd, but then they are kind of letting you leave,
saw two
like...
pluses there. That was nonsense.
So yeah, you're at the edge of the crowd by now.
I'd like to still keep watch, but back up close to a nearby, like either stall or building. It's
Okay.
more hidden.
Right. You are next to a
Um,
stall.
But yeah, the same kind of question with the mind that I plan to do a fate point or something to boost it. But yeah, Icaros, Florence, do you have a good social skill for this situation?
Icaros,
Intimidation works. You don't have to make a direct threat on his life. You can make a, something church something. But yeah, Icaros.
Icaros has a rather terrifying presence, so to speak, and she can impose that as either rapport or intimidation.
Like you have the skill rapport? Is that what I'm hearing?
So, Icaros has something called terrifying presence. She can use will in place of rapport or intimidate. So she has 4 will.
Well, like I said, if you wanted to use a social skill instead of just verbal jousting with him, that's certainly what Alia has an eye for. She's looking to do some cool blood magic stuff if she has to. She prefers this not be a fight, but she obviously doesn't have the time to say that to either of them.
Icaros will incline her head and say, "We are here to investigate these sorts of goings-ons with the village and trying to help Myrnus be prepared for its war. Let me take custody of the child and we will take care of the situation so you do not have to sully your hands with it. That is what we are here for. That is what we are trained for. Let us take custody of the child," and she will use terrifying presence as a form of rapport. That is a 7.
Oh. Well, I'm happy to spend a fate point to boost it, but I'll wait to hear if that'll matter.
Checking something.
Nuts.
Mm-hmm. And it is a tense moment. I'm spooked.
Just a little bit.
Hope this works because Florence is going to start making some poor decisions.
I can tell. Florence is getting heated.
If the social event had had enough time for it, I think Aaliyah would have told both of them that they're making a poor decision. But she's not going to stop and say, "Wait, let's wait and see if they kill the child." She's not going to.
I
not
don't
gonna
think
die
that
on
would
that hill,
work.
but-
I don't think
But
that
she
would work.
does. That would have been the more wise decision, but let's see what happens.
Florence basically sees this as an entire beguiled town about to execute a child for no fucking reason. That's kind of like why.
Who are you
reacted the way-
specifically trying to intimidate?
It's not intimidation, so she can use it in place of rapport or intimidate. She's using rapport in this case. She's trying to build a common ground and show that she has the necessary will to take this through to its proper conclusion. And
On who?
I might recommend the steward. He seems to be the one who has ultimate authority between everything. Is that my understanding? Like, that's who the captain of the watch turned to. Like, when we presented our argument, the watch captain said steward. And so here's the steward
Yeah,
making a judgment call.
it would be the steward then.
The steward looks to you and then does look to the captain of the guard and says, "Engel, it is a child, and these are hunters of the cathedral. Perhaps," and then he's cut off by Engel. "Steward, please. If these hunters would not listen to me, then why not listen to the perpetrator?" Ask. And he gestures at the child who is brought forward by the 2 villagers. The child looks dirty and is mostly despondent, kind of just looking off in the distance, not focusing on anyone or anything in particular.
Engel. She
Florence crosses his arms. He kind of notices the kid's kind of weird look.
allow me to bring for some of our compatriots here. Did Avate and Aaliyah bring like follow up here?
Yes,
Ava-
Aaliyah.
Both of you followed.
Yeah, Aaliyah went up. And I was going to suggest exactly that Aaliyah step forward. I don't think she's making an assumption when she suggests that of all the hunters present, she's probably the one that's least terrifying. And to make sure that I have the scene in my head, the boy is being held by his arm, so he's not like free to walk forward, but that they're telling us like we can ask him a question, we can talk to him.
Yeah, you can talk to him.
Aaliyah bends down, kind of like sits down to her knees. So how old is this boy? How old is he looking?
About 12.
Before you get into this, Shark, may I interject with a course of action Icaros wants to take too?
Sure. My only plan is to use that ability again that makes somebody like me in talking to the kid.
Mm-hmm.
So don't spook him. But yeah, if
Fair
Icaros
enough.
speaks, then...
Icaros turns to Avatea and Florence, and then, inclining her head to the guard that found them, Captain of the Watch, would you allow your guardsmen to guide my two compatriots? She looks to Florence and Avatea to where these markings were made so we can evaluate what they are.
As long as you do not interrupt proceedings further.
Let me test something really quickly. Avatea is gonna open their grimoire, and they're gonna kind of flip to just an empty page. And they're not gonna really draw occult symbols, but they're kind of just gonna scribble, and then show the guard and ask, are these similar?
You're showing the guard specifically?
Yeah, the one that saw it and reported it.
Well, no, those are just scribbles.
Okay. Just a theory. Yeah. Guide away.
What the hell did he just do?
He was trying to see if basically the guard was going to be made to see something nefarious that wasn't actually there.
Or
Like
people
basically be
couldn't-
like, "You make." I'm sorry. I don't know why I answered for Ko. I'm so sorry.
That's it.
Pat- Pat brushes tail.
Avatea's gonna RP explain that later. Don't worry.
Okay,
So-
my bad. I don't know
All
what came
good.
over me. It's mansplains all over chat.
The guard takes you both, starts taking you there. The rest of you, what are you doing? All
Alright.
those two are off.
back to Aaliyah. Thank you, Shark.
Aaliyah, as we leave, Aaliyah will keep an eye out for Damien.
No,
a
you're
subtle
still
eye.
here, Leah.
No, you and I are
Does
still
Avatar?
talking to the kid. Florence and
Yeah.
Icaros sent Florence and Avatea to look at the markings, while Aaliyah and Icaros are still here.
Oh, the kid wasn't taken with.
No.
Okay.
No.
So. Okay, then in that case, well, it's kind of the same thing in terms of making sure she catches Damien's eye, only to because she's holding Damien's jacket, right? But only with the idea of being like she's mindful that that boy is still out there ready to start some shit. So is Aaliyah. But you know, she kind of like bends down a little bit to look at the boy and asks. She will, as I'd said, she can do this once a day. I don't think it costs a fate point. Now that I can't remember, I think it's just once a day. Yes, she smelled of apricots. Once per day, influence a target to be friendly, helpful, or inclined to believe the character. So now the boy finds that she smells quite nice. She asks him, "What were you doing at the walls this morning?"
He actually like starts looking at you and gives you proper eye contact and something important.
Mm-hmm. She nods, and she says, "It's okay. I'm with the church. So it's okay to tell me what you were doing. What was so important about what you were doing this morning?"
kind of like shuffles in place and this village is evil, needs to burn.
Oh shit, that ain't good for us.
She has kind of a funny smile and is like about to say like, that's right, but what were you doing that was special? But doesn't say that. She goes, so what were you doing?
I was doing what I was supposed to.
Was somebody tell you that you have to do something?
The kid is like, shuffling in place. They're being talked to and they don't want to say.
She kind of like, puts her hands on his cheeks to encourage him to not look away, and kind of looks like, did a person tell you, or was it just a voice?
I chose to do it.
She gives kind of like a smile. Is like, that's not what I asked, silly. Did you hear it? Did you hear a voice tell you to do it, or did somebody else
No.
tell you to do it?
Nobody told me to do it. I did it.
Okay. Why? She says. What happened? What makes you want to do that?
He's closed.
You're a hunter. You hunt monsters. But you...
Go ahead, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I think as he's speaking, so she's of the impression that this boy is not, this doesn't sound like something a 12-year-old boy does. This doesn't sound like a decision a 12-year-old boy makes on his own. But he's not saying, and he certainly seems, and I guess I'll use a check. Empathy is essentially like, is he saying this because he's afraid of something else, or is he saying this because it's what he truly believes? I don't have a good score for empathy, but it's better than nothing.
I mean, it's a child.
How's that
Roll
sound?
empathy. Roll empathy. And while you're rolling that, okay, that is good enough to succeed.
Mhm.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to give the quick information of Florence and Avatea. You two are the ones being taken over there, yeah?
Yes, indeed.
You are taken to where there are a place on the Palisades where there is markings freshly carved into the wood. Runes.
I'll be damned. What do you make of it, Avatea?
Do these look genuine?
You can roll occult lore. Florence, you are allowed to roll notice for something else.
Oh, wow.
And you want.
These are genuine, Avatea. They are, you don't know what purpose they necessarily serve, but they definitely are purposeful. And Florence, you notice that it's like there's a rune carved into each giant stake of this palisade. And you notice that at one of the ends of the lines, there's a patch of dirt that is freshly disturbed.
Morton's kind of... He moves and he scoots over towards the, where the post goes into the ground, I guess. Kind of like there's something buried at the base, right? And, he kind of like pokes at the dirt a little bit. And the guard escorted them there, right? So he's still there, right?
Yeah, she's just watching you. It's like kind of giving idle conversation. See, they're there.
He turns back to her and he's like, hey, do you have anything that... He's like, hey, come over here. And he kind of gestures at the dirt. He's like, do you have anything that can maybe see what's going on over here? Looks like there's something under there.
You could dig at it if you wanted to.
He kind of gives her like a look, and I was like, I was meaning to ask, do you have anything on you?
Like a shovel.
A spear or something, or just anything?
You aren't using my spear to dig a hole. You've got hands.
Jeez. He like grumbles and he checks his belongings real quick.
You do not have a shovel on you?
No shovel. No collapsible trench shovel for you.
He has a sword that he doesn't even really know how to use. So he pulls it out, and
Get
I mean,
digging,
he's
big
not like
boy.
being reckless. He's not reckless with the blade. He's not being super rough with it, but he starts kind of scooping at the dirt a little bit with it, to kind of see if there's anything underneath.
The guard winces as you do this. And then moving back quickly.
Before we move back, my apologies. Avateo asks Florence, "Do you want me to stay here, or can I go tell the people that the boy's a victim?"
He turns and looks back at him. He's like, "What do you mean? He's a victim."
If a 12-year-old boy knows runes these genuine, either he's a victim of circumstance or he's a victim of the possession. But these are genuine. These are not something a 12-year-old's gonna know without being taught from birth.
Florence looks at the guard and he's like, "You hear that? Y'all are about to kill an innocent kid." And Florence looks back at him. He's like, "How do you think we can convince them of that?"
Didn't look too innocent to me.
It's about as innocent of a victim as our friend with the broken nose in the hospital right now.
Damn, Bumpkin, where the he
And
doesn't.
then- Are you telling Avatea to go, or?
He's thinking about it. What he's thinking about? He's like, "Well, shit. Do you think I should come too?"
No, you are on a lead of something. I am staying if you want me to, in case this lead proves a little more volatile. But if
He
you
kind of
think you can
glances at the
handle it,
guard a moment. He's
For
like,
what it's worth, Icaros is not going to let them kill the kid until you two come back.
Due to circumstance, you have chosen not to leave. Switching over
okay.
"Oh, sorry.
to Aaliyah and Icaros.
I didn't mean to. If you
And
want to go
Damien.
back."
So.
Oh.
Aaliyah, you were using empathy to see if this kid was,
Mm-hmm.
telling the truth, yeah?
Yeah.
This kid's telling the truth. This is very clearly they were acting true to their own ideals,
Okay.
and that what they are saying is the truth.
Her next question was, and she kind of looks to Icaros, and she wears an expression, again, trying to communicate it, that, like, this kid did this shit. But more importantly, she asks the kid one more time and says, "What happened that makes you think this village is evil?"
It's evil. Everyone here is evil. We found proof.
Go on. Mm-hmm. You can tell me. What did you find?
And then we switch back again.
Fuck.
Florence, as you are digging at the dirt with your makeshift shovel, you uncover the glint of metal.
He he shoots a glance back at the guard one more time, and he's like, "See, look." And then he keeps working at it, and he's trying to go around the edges with it. He's trying to get enough dirt off of it
It's
that
a
he
s-
feels like he could get his hand on it.
It's a small object, so it's pretty quick that you feel like you could pull it out.
Okay, well, he pulls it out.
You pull it
What
out.
is it?
Pressure mine.
In your hand. In your hand is a brass orb with slots and cutouts in it, with gears spinning, sounds of clicking,
Oh no.
whirring. And it grows warm in your hand.
He stands right up with it. He's like, "This thing's alive."
We switch back once again.
Oh.
Aaliyah, Icaros, Damien. Damien, you're hearing everything going on. Aaliyah, you have determined that this kid is speaking what they believe is true, that this village is evil. We found proof. And then there's a boom. And then another boom, and another boom. A series of them at the edge of the village opposite the gate. Fire, as everyone looks, fire is roaring into the sky in plumes of smoke. The palisade is there no longer.
And that's the direction that Florence and Aotea went.
That is where they indicated that the runes were found.
Damon's gonna
Oh shit!
start
Are we dead?
running towards
Engel says, "See, this is what they do," and that is where we will end.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no!
They were bombs. They were made in a bomb factory.
For bombs.
With bombs. And Florence's poor man holding the bomb to his chest.
He's probably fine.
Thank you all for joining.
Hey, Bird, what's this?
Cliffhanger.
Florence digs up a grenade with the pin out. Like, hey guys, look.
I was about to say, Florence, throw me that so I can artifact check that. And Burb immediately cuts in, and it was just the shred.
Oh no.
Oh, what's the
Oh no.
what's this package here? It says it's from a Mr. Kaczynski. Oh,
Oh no.
No.
Dang it, I can't open it. The stupid fucking wire's in the way.
It says kill Bart on it. That's weird.
Soda pop.
Thank you all for joining. I know that Jacob, Damien, you need to leave soon. So I will give you a quick question of how did you feel about the session? Did you enjoy it? Dislike it? What did you enjoy? What did you dislike? What do you wish you had seen? What could be done better? What did you want to see more of? All of you.
Hmm.
And what are your feelings, of course, on an explosion breaking down the Palisades, the imminent execution of a young boy?
Hmm.
I think something's about to come through that wall.
It feels like that the occult symbols and whatnot were a red herring. What with the explosive, but at the same time, it also feels like we weren't going to be able to track this down in time to stop this event either.
Definitely feels like there are multiple things going on at once. Right? Because there's the plague, the possession, bombs now, right? And I'm very curious and excited to see how they all intersect.
Mm-hmm. I am certainly of mine that the plague, not a red herring, but it's just a smaller symptom of the possession. That's one person's look at it. Someone else smells the cheese. Someone else gets into the fight. Someone else says things. Boys doing shit that they shouldn't be able to do. It all, for Avatea, it's very much a there's a cult here.
About time.
My immediate thought was that maybe those cheesemongers that left, maybe they're the ones that did this. Or, we're not seeing evidence of a plague in terms of sickness, nor are we seeing evidence of something happening like, I mean, the cult thing. That's it seems to be true enough, but also, we're not seeing. We're seeing signs of people seeing and hearing things, which is certainly signs of a dementia of sort. But like what, or not dementia? Sorry, hysteria. But this thing, and that this kid is saying, like, we found proof of something evil, that the kid was carving runes, and that these bombs are going off at the same time. I am thinking maybe a little bit less cult and a little bit more like someone is deliberately sabotaging things, and suddenly that family that left, they kind of seem like they might be the culprits. Like they didn't accept help from anybody on the road, from us in particular. They were just like, we gotta go, bye everybody, we're leaving.
It
So
could be that there isn't a cult, but it is also the war, right? Maybe Kilpa is a village that has somehow learned to use occult stuff for the use of warfare.
I think there's a very funny mix going on, because all the things that Shark just said are reasons that they don't believe there's a cult are all the reasons I'm saying and thinking there is a cult.
Oh, I'm not
There's a-
saying that there isn't a cult. I think it's fairly obvious that there's something going on. What I'm saying is like when you say a cult, I'm thinking less that like there is a cabal of necromancers doing something fucky, and I think more that an individual, or I'm not saying that I think it, but I'm saying it sounds as likely that an individual is trying to sabotage something else, keeping in mind that they were trying to send messengers to the church for weeks and couldn't. They kept not returning until we finally made it here. And now that we have made it here, there's been explosions. So like I said, it's not that I don't think there's a cult, it's that we might be thinking that the cult is of a different nature. But we will see.
We will see. I gotta go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take
Goodbye.
care.
I'm excited to see Damien and Aaliyah interact more. They're lovely. I'm interested. You have a good one.
Have a good one.
Oh, these aren't pies. They're made in a bomb factory. They're bombs.
Oh no.
Kaboom.
Bomb pies. But yes,
Also, sorry for rushing
otherwise-
things a little bit because Damien had to go. So
Oh yeah, that's good. It was a
that's
perfect
fair.
point to do it. Yeah, and it went thing. I didn't mind it because it did good for the urgency. It felt like everything was happening very quickly because it was.
Yeah.
I mean, like less than a minute ago, we were like, "Oh my god!" Like it went from everybody being like, "Oh, that's curious. Let's go see what this announcement is," until it was like, "Oh, the announcement is they're gonna lynch a baby boy." And as soon as we saw the child, both me as a player and then like Aaliyah as her personality would have been like, I can't stop this. Like looking at Icaros walking away and being like, there's nothing I could say or do to stop what's about to happen. It is about to stop everything. Because I feel like Aaliyah would be the sort to be like, if we look at this with wisdom, we need to see what's happening. Like, stopping this is only going to make our prey go to ground. And I understand that that's a very fucked up thing to say. But Aaliyah's personality is such that that's probably worthwhile. But I thought it was especially fun that, yeah, I was like, well,
Yeah.
Icaros has made the decision for us. She did not ask the party above or below the table what to do. She moved forward.
That is.
I mean, if
No.
she wasn't going to, Florence was going to.
Who needs over the tables conversations when you can RP that big?
Yeah.
I do think that's why I looked to Damien, as I think both Aaliyah and Damien would have been of the mind to be like, watching what's happening might be more valuable to the investigation than trying to stop it. But, you know, or maybe I think Aaliyah itself would have said like, maybe let's, if we have to try to stop it, wait until we know for sure that they're about to kill this kid. Like, you know, they got him trussed up and they're getting ready. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and watch a child die. But like I said, she never got the choice to consider it. And I love that. I love that about Icaros and Florence. Is very good. And the cliffhanger
Well, you know, I mean,
is dastardly.
It is.
is. There, I mean, like, not everyone on this investigative team are investigators. You know,
in fact,
So it's
very
kinda-
few of you are.
indeed, or at least even like, I would say of like, I'm not gonna say like Icaros is ignorant or anything. I'm just saying like, we're not exactly in the library learning the deepest secrets of the world. You know.
She's
Stuff
a
like that.
hospitaller. She's more than just a foot soldier.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
She's also
do
forcing
good stuff.
Florence to learn how to read.
He's not gonna.
Yeah,
That is true. She is capable of reading, and I would bet that among most of the professions, probably very few soldiers can just read. As a matter of fact, we found that the townspeople here couldn't read. So, you know.
That's true. That is true.
What
Yes,
did Avatea? So when he showed the guard a book and scribbled on it, was that his intention of like, I drew bullshit and now I'm showing it to this man to see if this man sees a scribble or sees a rune? Like, did he just like Rorschach test that guy? Is that what happened?
That is exactly what it was.
Mhm.
It was solely designed of every time we encounter people that have had this weird nonsense, they cannot get to the point. They can only skirt around it, and they can only vaguely assess that something happened or vague details of it. So if he sees scribbles and goes, yeah, that's what I saw, that is the easiest litmus test of, oh no, he's possessed. That's whatever.
Oh, maybe have him draw the rune.
I mean, he's probably dead.
Draw what you saw. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But
they
I
were
just mean-
they were last
Yeah.
seen at the center of an explosion.
I
so
just mean that I think if you'd have had him draw the rune, I'd have known what he was doing. But otherwise, like, I was like, did he draw a legit rune or not? Like, I think Aaliyah also would have been like, I don't think that's a rune? Question mark. Like,
No,
Ko said that he drew a scribble, not runes. A scribble.
Scribble-bibble.
yeah,
Like, he
the
did
idea,
specify.
the
Poe
idea
has so
wasn't.
much more hidden information than everybody else, though. To be clear, he has
Well,
so
maybe you
much
should all be
hidden
making informational rolls then. Speaking of, you actually have more information than you think you do.
I replied. I didn't get a response. Well, she's
Oh,
doing
did
something.
you? I apologize.
do.
Hold on.
Avatea has also expressed everything they know. They have not omitted anything.
Icaros is trying to guide the investigatory people to the appropriate locations. Like, come on, do math. Poke, poke.
I don't know if this is an Aaliyah thing or me as a player thing, but I don't know that you've given us all of our information. You just showed up, like you just walked up and said, "By the way, town's possessed," and then you smiled and made a bird noise,
Moon taunted.
and I'm like, "What do you want me to do with that information?"
and then I
Like,
and then I gave the synopsis of all of the things we've seen, all of the problems, how they interacted with the things you all just did, and how all of it's like intertwined.
I think
And there you
part of it
go.
is that we're both seeing the information and coming to different conclusions.
We're definitely doing it. When you were
Yeah.
having Aaliyah interrogating the child, I was just
We're doing
thinking
it.
to myself, it's a good thing Avatea's not here, because Avatea would have actually just shoved Aaliyah to the side. These are not questions Avatea would be asking.
What
Well-
would Avatea ask?
Yeah, what would Avatea ask? Keep in mind, you're speaking to a 12-year-old.
Yep.
Also,
No,
a 12-year-old who doesn't like you. I had to cast a spell to get him to say what he did. He might not have said anything at all to somebody else.
might. He might not have. That is the other thing. But Avatea would have been a lot more. He wouldn't have been looking for hard answers. He would have been looking for the skirt answers. What are you doing? What I was supposed to. Okay, so clearly you don't know what you were doing. Oh, who sent you? Myself. 12-year-olds don't know how to write runes that good. So I doubt that's yourself.
Aaliyah would have gotten there as well if she'd have had that information. But you blew up first.
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp,
Yeah, that'll be a
Probably.
fun conversation later.
Anyway, roll new characters.
Da-da.
No. I will complain.
Don't worry. You will. The conclusion to that will happen next time. But for now, thank you all for joining. I am going to raid out. Are either of you two going to continue streaming?
I'm still a little tired from some stuff, so I'm probably going to raid to Ko if he's going to continue.
Ko, are you continuing?
Sure.
You're going to play Huntsman, right?
Okay.
I no.
What you said?
I
They had a
know
cool
it's
new
been-
update.
It's not.
Citizen?
It's a horrible.
Citizen?
I don't think my computer could handle streaming Citizen.
Come on,
Dang.
it's got a new update. You got to play it now.
But if you're
gonna
gonna keep streaming it, I will raid you.
Oh god, I have to. I could try and stream Citizen. I don't think it's gonna go well, but we can give it an effort.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, If not Ko, you
Thank
get
you
to
all
choose
for
who you
joining
already
me here
who you raid into.
on Twitch
Okay.
for our little tabletop thing. Y'all be good.
Once again, thank you all for joining on
Say
my
hi to
side.
Ko.
Please
Kick
take
him in
care.
the
Tomorrow will be the
butt.
normal thing at 7 p.m. PST with Matcha. Goodbye.
Thank you for hosting a good game. You're so good at this. I love it. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm terrible. No, it's awful.
No, I'm enjoying
Oh,
myself.
I'm having such a good time. Welcome, Raiders.
Hacko kicks.
Uh.
Got him.
The noise for it just like gave me the first millisecond of the alert, and then it was just like, actually no.
I do
Also,
have so many
Teehee.
questions too.
Teehee question mark.
Oh, and Sharky got such evil information too. It was
I
great.
do, and I want, like I said, I was 100, but we're walking to town hall. Great, this is a great time to talk to the party about the thing that happened, and then half the party exploded, and now I'm like, well, great. Maybe I should have actually I had thought about it because I replied, and then I was like, we'll deal with it later, and I meant to kind of verbally say by the way, I replied, but I didn't want to encourage a hidden thing while the party is still actively role playing. And now I'm like, I should have said something. I should have been like, hey, Aaliyah did the thing. But I
So
didn't. And now I'm
if
like,
if it's
Do the
something
thing,
that
do
you
that.
would have had knowledge and whatnot for, or like something that would have changed our course of action, and you
it
had
was
knowledge
not,
of it
but it
before,
might have.
then maybe
I
we
don't mind saying it.
retcon the interaction or something just a little bit, you know?
I wouldn't in this case, but I do think that if it had been a more major thing that was missed, I might. But in this case, because I don't mind saying it, because Aaliyah will, what I suspect is her locket had an opinion. But that's part of the thing, is that Aaliyah hasn't been